Yo, we back, man. It's a very special episode of Breaking the Beats. You already know what it is. It's your man Marq Nash, artist, producer, engineer, songwriter, aka Mr. Everything. He is I am he. Like I said, this Breaking the Beats, where we break down the business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, and anything else I feel like squeezing into them letters. You feel me? Man, today's a very special guest. Not even a guest, it's the homie. And we gonna do a collaborative episode. This is Major Key Mondays over here with Marq Nash, collaborative episode. Major Key, you got the floor. Talk to him, baby.
What's going on, brother? I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, bringing the channel over here, you know what I'm saying, had some technical difficulties, but we were planning on this anyway. We were going to collaborate at some point, so very much appreciated, my crowd loves Major Key Mondays, so, you know what I'm saying, we definitely didn't want to miss that, especially with all the news going on and everything that we need to talk about, so appreciate, everybody that comes over here, show some support to your channel as well, and I appreciate you providing the platform for us, you know what I'm saying?
All right, well, shoot, we're going to do the Major Key Monday how we normally do it. Let you run the show. We're just going to do one little thing different at the beginning. Let's get it.
What's that?
This that squad side.
All right, brother. Yeah, man. You got to get that intro in. Definitely, man. I need one of those, by the way. But you know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that on on the strength later on. But hey, listen, man. Jake Paul reports that he did 1.5 million pay-per-view buys, bro. That's probably the biggest thing people are talking about right now, because what does that mean for boxing in general? So that's how I want to open up the discussion. You're gonna drop a link for people to jump in?
Absolutely, yes, sir.
Because I love chopping it up with. I usually don't even start the topics until I tell people like what we're gonna be talking about, and then usually like I just let people jump in so we could get an open dialogue.
All right, link is out there, and
yeah, man.
And I'm gonna set up the phone line real quick so we can take some calls too.
Yeah, Lisa Bells, what's going on? What's going on, Dimitar? Tone Brown cooking with Sir Senior in the building. Salute to y'all. Let's see who else is up in there. Everybody with Terrible Terry.
Lisa was on that right now. Hey, Lisa was on that call when we was talking about how we was gonna do this. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was on J Blues, right?
Yeah, I think that was
J Blues. That was that late night.
Right. Yeah, Jake Paul 1.5 million buys though.
Yeah. But you see, he's the one reporting it, right? So he's the one reporting it. So people are saying, that's probably not right, this and that, but he's putting himself out there saying 1.5,
Shit, that's probably what his check say. Based off what they had to pay me, I got at least 1.5 already.
So Ronald Finkley in the building, what's going on, brother? Yo, y'all more than welcome to click that link.
Ron Don, what's up, man?
J Blues, what's going on? Welcome. So y'all don't hesitate to click that link. Jake Paul, 1.5 million buys. Is that true? And if so, what does it mean for the sport, right? What does it mean for the sport? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Like how do we move forward, right? It looked like Triller's taking over the game with a different angle, And I think that originally they just wanted to get a taste, they just wanted to get a cut, you know what I'm saying? Whatever was out there that nobody else wanted to take advantage of, they saw an opportunity with it, and like they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it's looking like right now.
Hey, Major K, I couldn't agree more, bro. And look, I saw Oscar De La Hoya at the Triller joint too, and he was like over there, like mad entertaining. I never seen Oscar that entertaining on his own shit. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, I heard he was lit.
Oh, he was on Charlie Wilson, boy. He was on that. God damn it.
Hell yeah. So initial thoughts, since nobody's pressing the button yet. It usually takes them about 10 minutes to start flowing in, but what's called initial thoughts though. Initial thoughts as far as like, what do you think it means for boxing?
I think it's great for boxing. I know some boxers don't like it. They say, hey, these guys are trying to make a mockery of our sport or this, that, and the third. But I don't think that, Major Key. I think this is good for boxing because it gets eyeballs on the fights and on the fighters. I mean, Regis Prograde made a little
Right.
over $750,000, man.
Mhm.
That ain't nothing to frown at.
Yeah.
So I think that's good. Like that's a lot of money to be paid, almost $1 million, and to fight Ivan Redcap and not even a heavy promotion. A lot of people probably didn't even know Regis was going to be on that card.
Yeah.
And he did.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, a lot
showed.
of people were surprised by that. They, they think he took a dive. That's something that we could talk about. Did he take a dive or not? But you know what I'm saying? What's going on, Troy Graham? But what you call it? My main thing, the reason I wanted to touch on that Jake Paul, and we could, as people flow in, we can always jump back to it. But the thing that I want people to understand is that just like I said earlier, there's always opportunity, right? So people can't just look at this like it's taking over boxing. Look at the opportunity that it creates, and why is it that we're at this point where someone that's technically not a professional boxer, he's just kind of like coming into the game, you're pretty much a YouTuber. How is he able to generate that type of pay-per-view buys and that type of revenue, right? What are we doing wrong in a sport with boxing, and how do we start generating that type of value? Because there's a road to it if we think wisely, right? And that's what I'm trying to get at, So what's going on, Jeff? What you call it? So when if people look, I was telling somebody yesterday, and I'm just gonna get to the meat and potatoes of it. So if somebody wanted to really look at this and make money off of this, why don't you use like a Jake Paul to fight somebody to create the buzz, right? And then put like a Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, you know what I'm saying, on the card, but promote both, like, so that people get the name of Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence and generate that revenue, but at the end, also, get that entertainment aspect of it, right? And I think these guys are going to have to start working with Triller, because if PBC is not doing it, if Top Rank is not doing it, you know what I mean? The zone is doing what it can right now, but they're not doing what Triller's doing right now. Triller's taking it all the way to the ledge where we haven't seen before. With the entertainment aspect, and the purse bid and having that confidence that we're going to create this, we're going to entertain the crowd, and the money's going to come back. We're going to get that back. What are your thoughts on that? You on mute.
I think arrogance and ego might stop that from happening, Major Key. Arrogance and ego. Like you got Errol Spence out here saying he the big fish, but he ain't doing those numbers Jake Paul just did.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I think the problem will come in. Arrogance and ego. They're not going to be on the undercard for a YouTube star, but money is money. Money is money. And
right.
What's that? 1.5 million buys at what, $65, $60, $75 a pop?
Right.
Come on, man. Like that ain't nothing to just turn your nose up. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You ask me,
so what about
Jake Paul is the new face of boxing, yo. Book it. I said it first. Go and get the thumb down on it. Who else doing those
what
numbers?
If? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what if though? That's the whole thing. So what if they look at that and say, hey, you know what? We know that we can generate this revenue off of a Jake Paul name, and give these guys a bigger bag than what they would get out of a negotiation between Bob Arum and PBC. That's the angle I'm kind of like going in, because they can still pay Jake Paul and whoever he's fighting against, and generate enough revenue to give these guys the bag that they're looking for, because I'm sorry, 60%, 60% of one number is, you might as well get 60% of some numbers than you would 100% of another number. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So for example, 60% of 1,000 is still better than 100% of 500. See what I'm saying?
Right.
So
But Major
that's
Key-
what I'm trying to say. So if they could find out a way to make that work, because if it's true, 1.5 million pay-per-view buys, dog. Hey, they got a niche there,
Can you picture yourself seeing? I can't even picture them doing that though. Like on the promotion, like who would be the would it be maybe they can market it as a co-main event? I feel you, but I just don't see it. Boxing is like, and these boxers like they divas already, bro.
Yeah, because the name itself, the Jake Paul name, right? You can still, bring that clientele just with the Jake Paul name, right? And they're still gonna come in and support. Obviously, if what you've seen with the 1.5, right? Troy Graham, he's like, "What the hell you just said?"
Troy,
No,
pull
but
up. Troy, pull up.
yeah, pull up, Troy.
Troy was
Yeah,
in the
don't be a
chat.
cat warrior, Troy. Pull up.
Right, he was like, all money ain't good money as far as Jake Paul go. Man, that money gonna spend the same, bro. That was a successful event. So you had
Yeah,
Mike
that was.
Tyson and Roy Jones.
Black and Brown Boxing. Welcome to the channel, bro.
What's
Yeah,
up,
man.
Black? What's up, B? Pull up, Black. It's an open panel, open channel. The link is out there, and I'll redrop the link too.
Yeah, shout out to Ronald Finke with the super sticker.
Absolutely. No, I ain't call him out. I hear myself twice now.
Yeah, but
to
yeah,
Jan
man.
for the super chat.
I definitely feel like there's an opportunity there to use that kind of cross promotional attitude and get Jake Paul because obviously that's a disrespect to the game to put a Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence on an undercard of a Jake Paul fight. But there's a way to market it, and highlight Jake Paul to bring in those people, but at the same time kind of introduce for those casuals that don't know about Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, kind of introduce them to that type of event, because that's going to be a scrap. Everybody knows that's going to be a good scrap. You know what I mean? So that's going to be entertaining. So if they could at least get a glimpse of it, if we could, like feed, drop some breadcrumbs and lead them to the dinner, then we might be successful in that way of promoting it, So I mean, that's what I'm thinking, because they got a bunch of events coming up, and but this one right here, I mean, damn, 1.5 million, man, that's amazing for a dude like Jake Paul. Yeah, third fight.
Third fight.
Right.
He fought KSI, Nate Robinson, and Ben Askren. So yeah, I get it. I know some people be like, well, hey, these guys aren't boxers. These guys, hey, a lot of these guys coming up in their career, they fight guys we don't know, or they fight guys with terrible records, or they fight somebody.
He fought somebody else, by the way. It wasn't KSI. That was Logan Paul. I was under that impression as well. He fought somebody else, so I can't. I can pull up
another
the box.
YouTuber. I forgot though, but it's another YouTuber, right?
Yeah. It wasn't it was still trash. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like still 3-0 though. And I guess a lot of people are believing the hype. You know what I'm saying? For people to be paying that much money to watch that, people are believing the hype. Shout out to Black and Brown with the super chat. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, bro. Pull up, man. But like I said, the link is out there. Open channel, open panel, open discussion. Major Key is over here doing the Major Key Monday over here on Breaking Beats, and this is a dope collaborative effort.
Had to do it. Tank Primetime cleared it up. He said he fought KSI's brother.
Okay. And whipped that ass regardless. He got that ass whooped.
Yeah, regardless, the outcome was he whooped his ass. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But
we got to build.
But thank you, Tank. But yeah, shout out to Jay Blues. What up, Jay?
What up, Marq Nash? What up, Major Key? Shout out to y'all, man. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, brother? Welcome.
Did y'all watch the madness that was the Triller card, man? The psychotic nonsense, man. The slap boxing rematch that was a WWE wrestling where it hired Ric Flair to hype it up. I enjoyed Ric Flair, bro. I enjoyed it. Everybody wants to shoot it down. I enjoyed Ric Flair. He's 85 years old.
He's 85?
Still him. No, but I'm saying he might as well be 130. Okay. Look at him, bro. His head is deforming. It looked like a plum you done stepped on, but he's still dressed to the nines in his suit, doing the strut. He's still Rick, man. He sold that whole thing.
I forgot about the slap contest. Hold on, let me slap. Yo, I never seen a pay-per-view match in my life with a slap contest in this shit.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, they changed the game. It's the whole entertainment thing, bro. It's the whole entertainment thing. You can't even get mad at them. You know what I'm saying? Like if they pulled out that type of bag, you can't get mad at somebody's hustle. They found a niche. You know.
Hold on, what you talking about right here, Jeff? Jeff, what you talking about? Holly suspect. You see, search Errol Spence kissing.
Yeah, man.
What are you talking about?
You hadn't seen that yet, Mark?
What you talking about? Sir Senior, what's he talking about?
Hey, Mark knows. I'm gonna let y'all chop it up about that one.
I don't know what you guys talking about. Y'all got to tell me what's going on with that.
You got to see it, man.
Sir Senior, what's up? Your mic on?
Yeah, what up, sir?
Oh, thank you, Lisa Bells. Lisa Bells with the $5 super sticker.
Thank you, Lisa, for the super sticker.
Bro, what's wrong with this nigga, bro? He said his girlfriend.
What was that?
Bro, what's wrong with this nigga, bro?
Whoa!
Damn,
What
bro.
was that?
I seen him reaching behind the neck, bro.
Bro, what's wrong with this nigga, bro? He said his girlfriend. Nigga gay now. My brother, man. Hey, man. Hey, it's true. Hey, it's true. That's my brother. Getting jealous. She said, "Don't kiss him." My brother.
You heard somebody saying, "Hey," he said that ain't his friend, that's his girlfriend. Then she said somebody in there getting jealous. Said stop trying to kiss him. He getting jealous. Y'all see this shit?
Wow.
Man.
Y'all know we had to talk about it. Y'all talk to me, man. What y'all think of that video? DJ Saddam, what up? Sir Senior, what up? I don't see you. I can't hear you, sir.
Hey, man. How are you doing? Salute.
I'm good, man. Thanks for pulling up, my brother.
Salute, brother. How you doing?
Couldn't miss Major Key Monday. And it's
Absolutely.
good to be on your channel finally, Marq Nash.
Yeah, man, it's a collab. Thank you so much for pulling up. It means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to Major Key that you guys still rocking with the Major Key Monday, even on another channel. It's gonna still be the same smoke. Y'all still can cook how y'all want to cook. I'm not regulating none of that shit.
Appreciate it. But Sir Senior, where you at? I thought he was gonna talk about that one.
He in the private chat. He said his shit is lagging. So he
okay, all right.
Sir, go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, Saddam. So what you got? What do you guys say? Well, first,
Saddam,
if you want to talk about that, and then we can jump on the Triller event.
Saddam clicked off. He'll be right back though.
All right. Well, since you can see, since you go ahead and just run it like you would, with the questions, because I can't see, you know what I'm saying, like who's there and who's not, and who's muted, who's not muted.
Okay, yes, sir. But Jay Blues, talk to me, man. You and DJ Saddam, while we waiting for Sir Senior Mike to get acclimated. You guys talk to me. What y'all think of this video right here?
I mean, damn.
Bro, what's wrong with this nigga, bro? He said his girlfriend. Nigga gay now. My brother, man. Hey, man. Hey, it's true. Hey, it's true. That's my brother. Getting jealous. She said, "Don't kiss him."
He sound drunk. His words sound blurred.
What?
I don't like how he was gently caressing dude's wrist with his thumb. Like that shit was disturbing, bro.
Why do they have to?
Bro, what's wrong with this nigga, bro? He said his girlfriend. Nigga gay now. My brother, man. Hey, man. Hey, it's true. Hey, it's true. That's my brother. Getting jealous. She said, "Don't kiss him." My brother.
I mean, he would catch a stiff arm in a second, man. In 2 seconds, get the fuck off me, man.
Errol,
Hell, are you doing?
Errol Brokeback Mountain Spence. It's not now we know why he's so interested in the horses, man.
Wow. Hold up. I know y'all was gonna bring the comedy. Let me get these drops ready. That motherfucker said broke back. Get him.
He went from Errol the Truth to Errol the Tooth, and now he's Errol the Fruit. You know what I'm saying?
Get him. Give me one. Go ahead, Jay Blues.
I mean, damn, man. Shit. This motherfucker's doing his shit on camera. I don't get it. Like he's all the way fucking weird, man.
And old boy's supposed to be like a gangster rapper, like Yellow Beezy supposed to be like a tough guy gangster rapper.
Not no more.
Yes. Troy is in the building. What up?
Man, what this clown up here doing? What is this Troy clown doing up in here? What's going on, brother?
What's up, brother Troy?
Drum City.
I'm all right. I'm all right. I was just listening to your Jake talk, man. Absolutely not. He's not the face of boxing. He's not the face of anything. At best, he's sideshow.
My bad,
He's
my
not the
bad.
face of boxing. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Why
Yeah,
is he
yeah,
not the
yeah.
face of boxing?
Because
Who's
because
doing
he
those?
doesn't represent boxing. He's not
Bro,
a boxer.
he's a professional boxer now.
He's a
He got
professional showman.
okay, look, 3 fights. On his third purse, he got
Mhm.
1.5 million buys. Spence and Bud ain't doing that. Canelo
You
ain't
know,
doing
I'm glad
1.5 million buys.
you said that. I'm glad you said that. You can't build a foundation on money only. And as we all know, right? Just because it's good, all money ain't always good money. So no, he's not a boxer. He's not viewed as a boxer. He's viewed as entertainment. Period. Tyson Tyson sells more than him right now, and Tyson's in his 50s. Why is Tyson stuff? Why is he not the face of boxing then?
Well, his was an exhibition fight. This was a
No, no,
professional
no,
match.
no. It was a fight.
There
If
was
they
an
were in the
exhibition.
ring, it
My
was
man,
a fight between two
listen, sir.
boxers.
My man, you asked the question. I'm gonna answer it.
Hmm.
That fight doesn't go on their record, win or loss. It was an exhibition. This fight would have went on his record. But even with what you're saying, we going okay. Let's pick Mike Tyson in. Mike Tyson or Jake Paul. They still doing more numbers than these young lions
And
and these
and that's
guys
my
who out here being divas.
the only difference is that Mike Tyson has the foundation, he has the history, he has a legacy. This kid is not a boxer at all. He's basically a cheap charlatan and a showman that is only here for today. He's crack. He's just crack, really, and he's
Breaking
gonna
World
be
Combat.
gone tomorrow.
World Combat said they was fighting 2-minute rounds.
World
Who's
Combat need
that?
to click that link.
That Mike Tyson, Roy Jones were 2-minute rounds.
I don't care what he has to say.
Wait, I
But
mean, you brought it up. You
fight,
brought it
yeah.
up.
No, but
You
a
brought it
fight's
up.
a fight's a fight. No,
But
but my
listen,
point is
though,
this. Okay,
go
go
ahead.
ahead, man. Go ahead.
The thing is this, though, man. The fight counts. You say he's not a boxer, but we
No, he's
saw
not.
a boxing match. That was called
I didn't
boxing.
see it
What
because I
we
didn't
did.
watch it.
All right. Well, see you already trying to move the ocean with a spoon. So you criticizing the fight you didn't even see.
I've never heard that before. I've
That's
never
my
heard that.
bars, nigga. That's why you ain't heard it. That's my bars. It's out of my lyrics, man. I wrote that. That's my pen. But for real though, man. But on God though, man, like you didn't even see the fight, but you've been so critical of it. Don't you think that's a little contentious of yourself?
Absolutely not. You stand on what you believe and you stand by it. It don't matter what anybody else thinks.
My nigga, where you're standing in quicksand right
And you
now.
keep
Let's
calling
pass
me
it
that,
around.
man. Yeah. Okay, but look, you gotta stop calling me nigga, man. I don't appreciate
All
that.
right, my bad.
You
My
really,
bad,
yeah,
bro. My
yeah.
bad. All right. All right. So
What do the other brothers think on the platform? What are y'all takes on this one right here?
About what? Is he the face of boxing?
Yeah,
No. No,
He's
he's
a
not the face of
elaborate.
fucking boxing. Was
Elaborate.
Antonio Inoki the fucking face of boxing after Ali did that weird shit in Japan where he got kicked in his leg for 15 rounds? Was fucking what's his name, bro? The goddamn linebacker that Ali fought. Like freak shows like this have gone on throughout the history of boxing. Doesn't mean it's gonna take over shit. It's just that now boxing's in a fucked up slump and not really selling as much, so everyone thinks that it's being overtaken by these degenerate fucking poisonous shows. Like it is what it is, man. It's the Mad Max hour. Just enjoy it. It ain't nothing to get mad and like protest about, Troy.
What
I'm
about
not
you, DJ Saddam? Because I have my response already, but I just want to see what you guys think.
Yeah, I mean, look, I appreciate that as a provocation, to point out what is lacking in professional boxing today. I appreciate it as a joke, but obviously Jake Paul could sell probably more if there were a pay-per-view model on any other shenanigans that he does outside of boxing. So even if he were to break the record for pay-per-view sales and sell more than Maypac, he still wouldn't be the face of boxing. But I do appreciate the clowning, the trolling, the provocation that goes with a statement like that, because look, we haven't had professional boxing fights who depended on that model and made these kinds of numbers for a while now. I can assure you that Canelo can break that if he were to still stick to pay-per-view model, but I can't prove you that because he doesn't want to take that risk, because that model for boxing has been broken for so long now. So even Canelo, who is, and again, it really breaks my heart to say this, I'm still deeply a Triple G fanboy inside. Even Canelo, who is the face of boxing, doesn't they take the risk to make these kind of pay-per-view numbers at this point. So the system has been broken for boxing. It can perhaps be resuscitated with excellent matchups back to back, but I think it's quickly giving way to streaming more than anything else. Streaming with a whole universe of content around it, like the Zone does, for example. Again, I'm not trying to, gas up any particular network or promotion. I'm sure there are other ideas.
You still there? Or you fell off? You still there, sit down?
Oh, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on. But I was saying, like, I'm not necessarily a huge fan of the Zone, but I'm saying that idea, I think, is going to take over. Boxing with extra content around it, that's gonna take over, and that's what Triller offers too. They people have been tuning into that. I mean, look, I didn't pay for it. I watched it, but I was more interested in Doja Cat's thighs than whatever else was going on that card. So yeah, don't take it from me though. Is Doja Cat the face of boxing?
So
I wanted
so
to.
what up? My bad. Go ahead, Troy.
Yeah, I just want to ask. I think his name is Tank Primetime. He said that Jake is helping boxing and all that. How exactly is this cat helping boxing?
I want Sir Senior first to respond to your initial question, because as far as the face of boxing, because I have I'm gonna come with an intricate angle with this one right here. You know what I'm saying? So that's what. Yeah. So Sir Senior, what's your response to that? Is he the face of boxing? If so, how so? If not, why not?
Nah, Jake Paul ain't nothing but Charlie Z, man, with more money. He's just a buffoon, dancing around. So he's not really fighting any real fighters. Um, he's not even trying to. He's blatantly making sure that he goes opposite of fighting real fighters. Only real fighter he wants to fight is Mayweather. So you have to look at the situation and say, what is this person doing? He's trying to make the most money and make a spectacle. He's a clown. He's running a circus, and he's getting paid heavily for it. Don't a bunch of circus money makes a lot. Every time the circus come to town, you make a lot of money. The black circus, the Chinese circus, international circus, you don't make money. And that's what he is. He's a clown. So
Okay.
I wouldn't call him a face of anything, but I guess he's the new face of clowning.
All right. So Mark, I gotta agree with the panel on this one, man. He's not the face of boxing, but you're not completely wrong, right? He's the face of entertainment when it comes to boxing, right? Or it seems that way based on sales. I mean, you can't deny the sales that were made, right? If it's true, again, this came from Jake Paul, right? So with that being said, because look, the way I'm gonna put it is like this: back in the day, they used to have boxers fighting kangaroos. Remember that? They used to fight with kangaroos. Okay, it wasn't that it was entertainment, right? It was a way of getting people into it, and wow, I want to watch a man fight a kangaroo, right? And see what happens, So you see these clowns that are on the internet, and then people follow them, and they talk a lot. It's all mouth diarrhea, and all of that. But apparently enough people believed it and followed it, and he created enough of a buzz to show the boxers that, hey, what are we doing wrong here, and how can we capitalize off of that? That's why I was saying at the beginning that they need to put like Jake Paul versus somebody on the undercard of like a Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? Because that brings that new casual to actually see a really good competitive fight, and probably they stay, and it helps the sport in that sense, right? But even if that's not the right answer, right? This is why we're building right now. What is the right? How can we capitalize off of that? Because we can't just let it come into our house and just take, make us look stupid. We have to understand how to counter that and make money off of it, right? And that's just from my business sense. I'm always looking at the opportunity. I'm not going to sit and just complain. I'm going to look for the solution, right? So what do y'all think about that?
I think that, to answer your question about how do you capitalize off that, what you do is you put pride to the side and say, man, this dude is coming in our house and he's basically shaming us and he's shitting on us, right? It's time for us to put pride to the side, and let's let's get some business done. You get the fighters who the people actually want to see fight, and you don't just make and you put on a good card. Back in the day when Tyson went to jail, Don King would put on great cards, right? Everybody thought that he was gone because Tyson was in jail and Tyson was his cash cow. Surprise, he was not gone. He put on some damn good cards. So that's what you need to do again. You can put on 3 championship fights on one card. It all depends on the level of championship fight. Like, okay, take like a Chocolatito and a Spence versus Crawford and put that on the same card as a Chocolatito having his rematch with this cat here, right? And then you could throw Russell in against Santa Cruz or whoever, just somebody on that level that'll keep people's interest. And boom, you just got a good card right there, right? That you could go through the heavyweights and match up some names that people would know, and then you could market that, and you got a heavyweight tournament right there. And you keep doing that, and that's how you counteract. That's how you counteract with the foolishness with some real fights.
Gotcha. Any other thoughts on that? Who's that on the bottom? Oh, you on mute again, Mark?
Yeah, let's get World Combat Sports in here. Scotty, what's popping?
What's good? What's good? Salute.
What's going on?
Marq Nash, what's good?
What's good,
Major
my brother?
Key.
How you feeling?
I'm good, man.
Talk to me. Hey, look, Jake Paul, man, 1.5 million buys. Ain't nothing to sniff at. Is Jake Paul working his way up to be the new face of boxing? Third fight did 1.5 million buys. Spence ain't doing those numbers. Crawford ain't doing those numbers.
It's tricky, bro. He's not working himself to be the face of boxing. He's working himself to somehow attach him, to that Triller. He's bleeding over into the market. He has a lot of people supporting him. He has a lot of professional fighters supporting him to compete on Triller. So a lot of people can't be upset when the Zone put on a card with KSI and Logan Paul, the brother of Jake Paul. You can't be upset. They had Devin Haney and them on the undercard. I mean, this hasn't just started. Conor McGregor fought Floyd Mayweather, one of the best of our era, 0-0. Wasn't nobody complaining about that because he had 2 titles.
Hell yeah. Shout out to the chat, though. Rapstar Boxing, welcome to the chat channel.
What's up, Rap? Hey, look. What's up, DJ Saddam? What up? DJ Saddam said keep dropping off. I'll put the link back out there. But hey, look, is Triller? Would that be a better way to say it? Triller is trying to take over boxing, because at the end of the day, man, Jake Paul, he didn't do a celebrity basketball game. He didn't do a UFC fight. He chose boxing. A lot of these guys, their first couple fights, you don't know who these guys are. They fight guys with worse records than Nate Robinson. Like you said, these guys are unproven, or they'll fight somebody else who's their first fight as well. So it's not uncommon to see somebody on their first fight somebody else with no experience or little to no experience, or has a terrible losing record. But let's take it to Canada real quick. Jay Still, what up?
Hey, y'all know what it is. It's your favorite, your most hated R filler. I mean, y'all can subscribe to me here on YouTube at The War Report. or the R filler, either one. You know what I mean? But yeah, salute to everybody on the panel. First time, you know what I mean, passing through up in here with Marq Nash and whatnot. But I hear y'all cooking on this face of boxing topic, you know what I mean, and of course the problem child Jake Paul, and I'm hearing some sentiments that I don't necessarily agree with. You know what I mean? I'm hearing sentiments like Jake Paul is a mockery or a shame to the sport. And I mean, yes, the Triller event was somewhat circus like, but we got to still understand that the top earner for that event was a professional boxer, and his name was Regis Prograis. You know what I mean? And he fought a glorified gatekeeper and Ivan Redcatch, and still made damn near $1 million in his initial purse. Who knows what he's getting off the back end? You know what I mean? Once again, you see it there. He fought a glorified gatekeeper and got the biggest purse on that card. And people want to tell me Jake Paul's not good for boxing. Cleverly, he's taking opponents. This last opponent, Ben Askren, an MMA fighter, right? An MMA fighter whose biggest claim to fame is probably being knocked out by Jorge Masvidal with a flying knee. But the fact remains is that MMA, whether you watch UFC, whether you watch Bellator, they're doing numbers. They're doing numbers. Their preliminaries on YouTube are doing like 20,000 people, 20,000 viewers. Who knows what they're doing when it comes to pay-per-view buys, but it definitely uh highly eclipses what these so-called faces of boxing is doing. So what does Jake Paul do? He cleverly chooses an MMA opponent and gets the MMA fans over to the boxing side. And what does that produce? 1.4, 1.5 million views. Another thing that nobody has said is that there was a decrease in price. We're not as boxing fans. Are we accustomed to paying $39, $40 for a pay per view? No, we're used to
Yes.
the PBC making us throw $75 down the toilet for a weak ass undercard and a top heavy headliner. That's what we get. But Saturday night, I got entertainment. I was laughing. I was joking. Me and the wifey was sitting there laughing the whole time. Me and the brothers behind the scenes still talking about the shit. This was a successful event, and boxes and promoters and networks, the competitors need to take note of all the good things that came out of Triller. Now there is some criticisms, there is some bad things, some negative things that came from Triller, but the good things, I think the positivity overweighed what was bad from that night, in my opinion, and that's my take.
All right.
Yo, who disagrees with that? Because I actually agree. That's what pretty much in a nutshell what I've been trying to say from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? There's an opportunity. Oh, I think you're on mute again, Mark. Which one? But there's an opportunity.
I was just want to say, man, I want to give a shout out to my brother in Toronto, man. I mean, in Ontario. Shout out to Canada, bro. That's how you come in and make an opening statement. Hell yeah, let's give him a round of applause for that shit. Yeah, man, I appreciate it, my guy. That's what I was talking about too, man. Like, I just feel like some people, we love boxing so much, and boxing is like a niche sport. I always say it. It's a niche sport. It's not even top 5 in America, maybe 8, 9, or 10, somewhere like that. But the golf and tennis come before boxing in America. They got a whole channel. It's a golf channel on my Comcast. They got a tennis network. I don't see a boxing network. So I said all that to say, I think sometimes boxing fans, we don't want nobody messing with our girlfriend. That's it. That's my baby. That's my girl. This is our sport. Almost like with artists and underground rappers. You like the rapper when they underground, but once they blow up, you be like, all right, he commercial, he went mainstream. And this is boxing going like WWE at certain points. We had Ric Flair, they backstage doing a slap contest, like my man Jay Blue said. I never seen
Yeah,
that pay-per-view.
and
Was
and
All
like,
right,
let me
go ahead, go
elaborate. I'll let you in. Jump in right after me, Troy. I just want to elaborate. Like, don't get it twisted. I don't see him as a boxer, but I don't see him as toxic because I feel like he is bringing a different angle for us to understand that there's an opportunity that we're missing as boxing as a boxing nation. You know, we're missing an opportunity to make money here, and they're showing us how it needs to be done. So how can we utilize them to make the money that we need to and to put more exposure on the boxers that should be getting that type of credit as well, right? So how do we do that? I mean, does part of the promotion? I think the promotional companies is one of the biggest problems, that we could touch on that, because you know they're not doing this type of promo. People are doing their self promo and building up their own brands instead of the promotional companies and that take a percentage out of the pot, right? So that's a whole different ball game right there. You know what I mean? You already know, man. The club GG ended up in the building, but yo, but
Okay,
yeah, man. So what's that thing about that? Yeah, Troy.
only the boxing is if this cat is if they build good cards with real boxing. That's the only way that it works. That's the only way it's gonna work. If you can't really build a card of good boxing around Jake, because he's not boxing. He never fought a boxer at all. He fought a basketball player and he fought an old washed up, MMA fighter. He's never fought a boxer, so he can't be the face of something if you're not involved in the thing, right? So the only way that it'll really work boxing is if they build on what they're doing with Jake, and then they say, okay, fine, thank you for your help. Now we're gonna put some real boxing cards together and get fans that'll stay. It's fine that you're getting the fans that are just looking right now. Every time there's a fight, people come and watch. That ain't nothing special, but it's to keep them coming. That's what makes you special. That's what gives you. That's what really pays your bills. Those that just come for the just come for the shock and awe value of it, they don't stay around. You don't really want them. You want those that'll build a foundation with you and follow you for life. That's what you
But
want.
Triller has a
I
foundation, though.
mean, what about the convert?
What's
What
the
about the people
foundation?
you're converting? What about the people you're converting? You need to understand that Jake Paul took it from YouTube. Now,
I don't see anybody converting.
the boxing community lives on YouTube more than anywhere else on any other social media platform. Now, Jake
No, that's
Paul
not
took
true.
it from YouTube and went and did mega numbers on YouTube pay-per-view. Which other boxing network done numbers on pay-per-view on YouTube before? I remember Huey Fuey and Joseph Parker had a fight on pay-per-view on YouTube, but they ain't do no numbers. Okay, so he took it from YouTube and then went over to the Zone and did and gained the Zone major subscribers off that fight. Now he takes it over to Triller and does 1.5 mil, and you saying that uh, I don't understand what you're saying. Please
I'm
repeat, because
saying this. I'm saying this, but it's just a splash in the water right now, but it's not something that's that's going to be around. You can't you can't build on what he's doing. I mean, the only way to build what he's doing is to come with something that has staying power. He has no staying power. He's just a sideshow right now.
respectfully disagree. I have to respectfully disagree, my brother, because
Fine.
I just showed you from YouTube to the Zone to Triller.
You showed me numbers. Numbers come and go, but they don't stay. Fans don't come around for numbers. Fans
So
don't come
let me,
around for numbers. They come
Troy,
around
but
for
They
passion.
absolutely come
Well,
around
go
for
ahead. Go
numbers.
ahead.
Absolutely,
Troy,
they come around
I
for
think what
numbers.
they're trying to say, right? I think what we're trying to say though is that you can bring those fans to become to enjoy the sport, because even the event itself, right, is
you
something
didn't
like
watch
yo,
the
like
event.
Mexicans, yeah, Mexicans go out, they look for a fight, and then you know what? That's a reason for them to drink and do a roast pork and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That they go all out, for a big boxing match. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure that
Okay.
happens, in the black community. You got a little barbecue or something going on, get people over. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of table tennis, a little bit of pool if you got that in your man cave or whatever. But you know, I know that people enjoy these events, and so they learn off of this. You know, like a
Right,
couple
right.
before Belanga's last fight, my boys didn't know about him. I was telling them, yo, bro, you got like freaking all these knockouts in the first round. I'm like, really? And so now they purchase tickets with me to go watch that event in Kissimmee, right? Had I not hyped it up like that and actually shown how he'd been knocking dudes out in the first round, they probably wouldn't have even been interested. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. But my point is this: when I say you can't build off him, after a while, people get tired of the sideshow and they want something real. Unless Triller starts to build real fights, real cards around him with real fighters,
That
right?
I agree with.
And
That I
slowly
agree with. Yeah.
and slowly starts to
It,
fade him to the background, they're not gonna last because you can't
it's
build
real
something with
fighters. It's
something
real
that's not
fighters
real.
there though, Troy. It's real fighters there.
Huh?
Regis got the man said Regis was
I
paid eight
said
hundred fifty
I get
thousand.
that, Scotty, but they're not building on it right now.
Ivan
They're going to
Redcat,
the good shit.
Once again, I have to disagree.
Quinn
Once again,
Randall,
I have to disagree because
William Jackson.
during this event, they had the wherewithal to roll out the next promo. Who's the next promo? George Kambosos and Teofimo Lopez. That's a championship fight right there, fam.
That's a start. That's a good start. But what's the undercard look like? All that.
They have a fire undercard coming out. It'll be out soon. It'll be out soon.
Okay.
I know
All of
Holyfield
that.
is
And you
Look,
trying
look, check this
to
out. Look, check this
submission.
out. Check this
somebody
out.
got a TV on or something.
Check this out.
I'm
The
setting up
card,
the phone line. I'm setting up the phone line. My bad. Go ahead, y'all.
the card in Miami. When they drop that next Triller card with Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos, it's gonna be fire. It's gonna do bigger numbers than this card. It's already in the works. They doing a hell of fire promotion already. They taking pictures of Teofimo Lopez, putting them on his Instagram, cleaned up his social media, gave him a new PR team. They really doing it big. They putting money behind their fighters. Regis comes over here and get close to $1 million, and he's walking around the hotel like he the happiest man on earth. He a boxer. Nobody's complaining. You had Quentin Randall and William Jackson. They was happy. They got paid pretty decent money. You know what I'm saying? You had Steve Cunningham, former cruiserweight champion, fighting Frank Mir, a former two-time UFC heavyweight champion.
Yeah, that's not a real boxing match either. Keep going.
Yeah, look, we talking about real fighters. Real fighters, though. Frank Mir was a two-time UFC mixed martial arts heavyweight champion.
Yeah, but we talking about boxing because they were in a boxing ring.
You say it's around himself, around real fighters, right?
Real
fighters are the ones who's picking up the belts. Steve Cunningham was a world champion. Frank Mir was a world champion. I know who Steve Cunningham is, and I know who Frank Mir is.
Regis Prograis was a world champion.
I know who he is too. I definitely know who he is.
Mike Tyson was a world champion. Roy Jones was a world champion.
I know who he is. I don't need you to read him down.
Yeah, they surrounding themselves with real fighters.
You have a point?
You said it ain't no real fighters up there, my G. He's telling you it's real fighters up there. Do you mean more significant fights where the fights actually mean more?
I said to build real boxing cards around it. If I use the word fighters, okay, then so be it. But my point is, if you're in a boxing ring, you're promoting boxing, then you have to build real boxing matches and with real boxers. You just said that Frank Mir was in the ring with Steve Cunningham.
We got to let the seed has been planted. Now we got to let the seed grow, and that's what it's doing. Because now Regis Prograis was on this so-called the top earner was an undercard for Jake Paul. But now the logical fight that's already in the process of being negotiated is Adrian Broner. And we also know Adrian Broner put out an ultimatum 2 weeks ago to Showtime and the PBC saying, yo, y'all ain't got no fights for me. When y'all gonna put some fights for? We seen the Showtime schedule. There's no Adrian Broner on that schedule. You know what I mean? So to me, it seems logical for Adrian Broner to defect the ship and go over to Triller side and fight Regis Prograis. Now that looks like a big fight that's coming to fruition. And once again, we just gotta let the thing grow. You know what I mean? We started off with Tyson and Roy Jones. Now they moved into this Jake Paul and had Regis on the undercard. The third fight will be Teofimo and George Kambosos. Who knows? And they got Holyfield on the undercard, and who knows what the next card after that is looking like AB and Regis Prograis. Those looks like that looks like a very good start to something beautiful. Fights, events that been lacking in boxing. The PBC, Top Rank, ESPN just been giving us the same old watered down shit month after month. I'm so sick of PBC with their bullshit because we be half of the world on lockdown and they was on lockdown too. They was on lockdown too with everybody sitting up in their house, not putting out their fighters, not putting out no fights, not building no bubbles, not doing nothing. And they expect me to be subservient and to praise them because they bring out a schedule in the second quarter of the year.
I tell you what, man, if they continue to build and put some real boxing matches on, then I'll support them. I'm great with that. Then I'll change my tune. But from what I'm seeing right now, I can't support it. And then you got people talking about that this boy here's the face of boxing. That boy ain't the face of boxing. He ain't the face of boxing at all.
Boxing in general don't have faces all the time.
Yes,
like
they
right
do.
now, the highest. Hold up.
Let them finish.
Right now, one of the primary fighters that everybody's looking at the top of the chain is Canelo Alvarez. Right, we know that. But when it comes to boxing as a sport, as a whole, only certain people will tune in to see Canelo. You know what I'm saying? It's only one. They should have more. As big as boxing is, it should be Canelo and somebody else. Like it was Floyd, now it's Canelo. So boxing has all these fighters in all these divisions, 17 divisions, but we only have one individual that's the top of pound for pound. They say, okay, that's the face of boxing. I'm gonna tell you straight up, Triller is not trying to be the face of anything. They're doing what they always did. They're entertainers. They're a streaming app. They're putting on music acts, and also they're bleeding into the boxing with entertainment. You saw Oscar De La Hoya. He was fucking goddamn on a whole nother planet. You saw Snoop. They even took my man off because he was too casual. They wanted this man to be more, him like he was at the club. They don't want that formal shit. They had Al Bernstein up there drinking a drink. That's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Bro, there was one shot where it was a close up on Al Bernstein's face, and he's just trying to maintain a smile. Like his whole face got that like man hating life look. And from off camera, somebody blows a cloud of smoke in his face, man. Like what kind of freak show is this, man? Like you literally blowing smoke in the face of boxing and shit.
See, if Al Bernstein don't want to be there, he needs to say something because that's not his environment, so to speak, because Snoop is the co-owner and he's going to do what Snoop wants to do. And you've seen it. This weekend.
He's there for a check. He's there for a check. He's an employee. He's there for a check.
Who?
Al Bernstein.
I mean, he can get a check anywhere. That's Al.
Facts. But somebody said we don't know the numbers when Canelo fights on the zone. I think Teofimo Lopez, De La Hoya about to team up. We shall see. It's not far-fetched. I think the young man Teofimo has a fight booked. To answer your question, you said what marquee or what did you say, Troy? What was the question?
I'm on mute, brother. I didn't say anything.
No. You put something in the chat. Here we go. What real boxing match has headliner a
headline? That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, okay. But they got Teofimo about to fight Campbell. You know what I'm saying? That's a big fight.
legitimate mandatory. A legitimate mandatory.
Coming up.
And we got to remember, just probably 2 weeks ago, half the boxing world didn't know who George Kambosos is. Now we calling him the Australian plug. You know what I mean? Now we looking at him like he is somebody. He up in there, you know what I mean? Chesting up against Teofimo up in that press conference. He looked good up in that press conference. Can't lie.
Hey, look, and to answer that, Troy, that's a good point right here too. Tank said people look at the biggest earner as the face of boxing. That's how people always say, oh, he the A side, he the A side. Because even if he don't have a title, Manny Pacquiao will be the A side against most, if not everybody, in the 147 division.
I'm gonna disagree with you. I'm gonna make a point.
Okay, you might be right, but let me land my plane.
Go ahead.
But that A side, like these people gotta put asses in seats. Like we always talk about this event right here, who gonna stay, who not gonna stay. Man, the people who in charge of the business don't give a fuck if you stay or not. We need you to buy this one. Look good on this one. I mean, win this one, will look good on the next one. And that's the same thing with promotions. We want you to buy the promotion. We always hear about, hey, this event will bring casual fans. This will bring casual fans. And then we got a very successful event bringing a whole bunch of casual fans, and hardcore fans are knocking it. Go ahead, Major.
Correct. That's true words, man.
So yeah, what I was going to say is simply this. But you see, with the zone, the fact that they don't give anybody the numbers, but they're paying these boxers well enough, the faces of boxing like the Canelo and the Anthony Joshuas that do put asses in seats. Just because they don't share the numbers, just like it's supposed to be, like it used to be back in the day. You know what I'm saying? We can't take that away from them. You see what I'm saying? Because Jake Paul is sharing the numbers, Triller is sharing the numbers, but these dudes are not sharing the numbers. And typically speaking, back in the day, nobody shared the numbers. This just because of social media, we starting to hear about all this. You know what I'm saying? We started hearing about this because Mayweather happened to be transitioning at the perfect time with social media. He happened to already have put in the work before that. You know what I mean? So with that crossover from Pretty Boy to Money May, that was just perfect timing, and he actually put in the work and dedication to capitalize on that. And all these guys are trying to do that, but they haven't put in the work. It's not the right time. It's kind of like an old remedy. You know what I'm saying?
Let me do a quick segue too, Major Key, off of that, because there's another story that I want to talk about that was off of that, and I want to bring it to do it here on the collabo. This, if y'all just tuning in, this is the Major Key Monday Marq Nash Breaking Beats collabo, and shout out to my brother for bringing some of his audience over. It means a lot to me. Let's talk about this. Did y'all see Jalen Love and T Woods, Tyron Woodley get into it backstage? Anybody heard of this? Anybody?
Nah, that's new to me.
Yeah, I did. I had to look up who the fuck Jalen was.
Let's run the clip for the people who haven't seen it. This is Jalen Love. I guess he's obviously he's team Jake Paul. He's backstage. And Tyron Woodley is over watching, I guess supposed to be watching him getting his hands wrapped. And they began to trade some jars. He was like clout chasing. Jalen almost reminded me of how I would be taken up for my little brother against somebody else, trying to talk crazy to my little brother. Like, yeah, I mean, look, he about to fight your man, but look, man, you can squad right now too. Like, it can be whatever, but you ain't about to be over here talking crazy to my brother. And that's what that reminded me of. But let's roll the clip.
You don't know about no boxing gloves. You don't know about no boxing gloves, man. You don't know about no gloves, man. You just gravity like you know about these, man. You don't know about these, y'all. You know I can fight, though. Go for the clout. I ain't never doing it for the clout.
Woo! You see his eyes when he said that shit?
I do this.
Look at his face. He's sizing him up now.
I got my belts. This is my dog day.
But you don't know about these, though. You don't know about these, though. Young blood.
You trying to amp himself up into one?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, shit.
Come on, man. You can't f me any day of the week.
Oh!
What's your name again?
Jalen Love.
Jalen Love.
Yeah. Signed to
Yep.
Al Haymon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Been the champ already. Did that. I got my belts too, champ.
I'm already Hall of Fame, bro.
That's cool. That's good.
Okay.
You still can't with me.
All right, man.
If I'm talking about that.
Ain't no money behind
Woo!
you, bro.
Ain't no money behind you. Your just went down, did it?
Ain't no money behind you.
Did your stock just go down?
My stock's still down.
Your stock ain't there, bro.
My stock's still down. And I got 5 world titles.
You don't know about these.
I got 5 world titles.
You don't know about these, young champ.
I got 5 world titles.
You don't know about these.
I got 5 world titles. That's all I gotta say.
Whatever. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. He gonna keep poking the bear.
I know he gonna win. That's all.
Let's bet.
Let's make a bet. How much you putting up? We'll match it. We'll match whatever number you want. Gentlemen's bet.
I need to focus on the fight.
We are.
I don't play. Number one, I don't play games. That's what I'm
Oh shit!
Playing right now.
Ooh,
if you really know, I get
playing right now.
Oh, you know, I really get down too.
I get down.
You said your boy's gonna win, but you won't bet on it.
I was verified before fighting, so
Ooh.
that's what y'all need to recognize.
I mean, we're in the same field, baby.
We're in the same field. We can do it.
We do this. You know that. We in the same field, baby.
Squeeze in right here.
Oh shit.
You ain't saying nothing but a word. You feel me?
What you want to
I'm
do?
just saying, you ain't saying nothing but
What
a
you want to
word.
do? What you want to do? All right. Shout out to MMA Crazy for that clip, man. I appreciate you, bro. Let's keep it moving. What do y'all think of that clip? Talk to me. What y'all think of that clip? Get off
Jelly on Love
get
was
off
never
my
that good.
Huh?
Jelly on Love was never that good, but it makes for an interesting fight if they do it in boxing. It'll make for an interesting fight.
Hold on.
Exactly.
Hold
Come
up.
on, man.
Hold up.
Come on, man. Leave T Wood the fuck alone.
No. That ain't what I'm
Everybody
talking
want to pull
about.
up on a motherfucker when he has
J,
4 losses
J
back
Blue.
to back. Come
Hold up, J Blues. Let's get the cookie.
I know what you're gonna say.
You
I know
already
what
know
you're
what
gonna
I'm
say.
about to say. What I'm
like a little bitch right now.
That's what I'm about to say. You didn't think I was gonna say that, huh? I tricked you. But nah,
Yeah,
for
you
real,
did,
what was I
you
about
did.
to say? But for real though, what was I about to say, bro? You want to see that fight?
No, I didn't say I want to see it. I said it'll make for an interesting fight.
So that
I
fight
never
is
said
interesting.
once that I want to see it.
But
Yeah,
all them
that
fights
was
that World Combat name wasn't interesting. It's a hybrid
I-
fight, bro.
Listen. I simply said it would be an interesting fight. I never once said I wanted to see the damn thing.
But all those other okay, man.
How would it be interesting?
Silence.
You're losing this one, Troy. You're losing me. Here's the deal, bro. You
I'm
didn't
not
even
losing
watch the
anything. Go
event.
ahead.
Bro, you didn't even watch the event and you up here talking bad about it.
Nah, I didn't have to watch the event. I don't want to watch Jake fight. I watch the progress fight on the replays on YouTube, but I'm not going to watch Jake fight. No. Why would I do that? I have no
Listen,
interest in it.
hey Mark, if J Love and Tyron Woodley fight, Love will wash Woodley. Wash
In a
him.
boxing match.
In a boxing match.
Yeah.
He will.
Yeah.
What else are we talking about? Why we have to say boxing match when we're talking about Triller? Did you read the damn headline? We're talking about a boxing match, dude.
Yo, Jalen Love was looking at him like he don't want none of this in the boxing ring too. And
J Love will wash him, dog.
And J Love
Why
fought it
can't
like
it be a
68,
freestyle
right?
fight then? Just to keep it even, why can't it be a freestyle fight?
A freestyle fight is a mixed martial artist, a mixed martial art.
So what?
You don't
That's
want
what
that.
it
You
is.
don't want that freestyle smoke. No. But
That's not, yeah,
my
because
nigga
that's
was
an MMA
reaching
fight.
though. My nigga, I like the way Jay Leon Love was coming at him, but he was reaching because I'm trying to figure out what championship titles does he got
Now one of them got a title right now.
Now neither one of them have a title right now.
when did he have a title? I don't remember him touching no major title, maybe a
Nah,
USBA or something like that.
Yeah,
But shit,
he didn't have a major.
He ain't on Woodley status or nothing like that. Like,
He
come
has
on,
a secondary title. Secondary.
I'm looking at his record right now, and it don't say shit.
man.
I don't remember
That
him
nigga
beating
was
anybody
reaching, bro.
I don't remember him fighting anybody big and winning either.
No, because what happened was he was supposed to be under Mayweather's wing as one of the next Mayweather champions, this and that. He was one of the first, actually. You know what I'm saying? And then after Mayweather retired, and then he faced a couple losses, and that was that. You know what I mean?
Him and Mayweather have a strong, friendship. Real talk.
Yeah.
He may have been washed in some big fights, but when it comes down to T Wood, who has multiple losses right now, getting in a boxing ring with J Love will be his detriment again. That'll be his 5th straight loss.
Why don't they do a freestyle fight then, just to keep it even?
Man, he'd still get whooped. T Wood been washed for the past 4 fights, man. Like, everybody wants to run up on somebody when they're on a fucking losing streak, when they're on decline. Oh, you want some smoke? You don't know nothing about this, young champ. You're a fucking jackass, man.
I want to
talk
see him
to
in a
him when he
freestyle
beat
fight.
But
Wonderboy,
it's
bro.
not like Jay Leon Love ain't on a losing streak. My nigga just got washed by David Benavidez a couple fights ago.
Well, David Benavidez is one of the top super middleweights out there, man. What you expect?
Who don't get washed by
and who did Woodley get washed by? He one of the top up and coming Brazilian MMA artists in the UFC.
We're talking about boxing. We're talking about boxing skills. Willie has the right hand, bro.
Who he lose to? Vittori or something like that? Come on, man.
Who?
He didn't fight Marvin Vittori.
Who are you talking about?
Woodley.
He lost to Gilbert Burns and Tyron Woodley, man. Or not? Kobe Covington. I'm sorry.
His last fight.
Yes. Fuck. I missed his last fight, man. I just tapped out on it for real. I'll look it up real quick, man.
Please do. Please do
I
before
think
you keep on interrupting me and shit, nigga.
I mean, either way it goes, he has 4 losses.
Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
washed
he
as fuck.
defended his title
Don't
4
matter.
times. Look, check this out. He defended against Stephen Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Then he fought Damian Maia, and then he knocked out freaking big white dude from what was his name? They fought Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, but he knocked him out in the second round. The one thing Tyron Woodley has is a right hand, but he has to like be patient and patient. But you know that's not going to work against Jay Love, who's a certified boxer. He's a legitimate professional boxer, and you fighting in a small ass ring over there in Triller. So that's going
why
to
I
be
say
to Tyrone's detriment right there.
that's why I say have a freestyle fight. Keep it even.
It
Keep
is
it even.
freestyle. It's freestyle when you have a mixed martial artist going in there against a boxer. That's sort of like
Not
freestyle
not
right
if it's
there.
strictly boxing. Not if it's strictly boxing. No, it's not freestyle.
It's a lot of it's a lot of differences that people need to understand about Triller. The ring is super small, so that right there changes things. The rings are super small.
Yeah, but if all you're doing is boxing and you're not a boxer, you know, you're a mixed martial artist. Of course, you're gonna lose to the boxer. I say keep it even. Let the boxer box. Let the the mixed martial artist do what he does.
Now
We'll
some
see
of
who
them
wins.
some of them mixed martial artist dudes can box. What was this dude? What was his name?
Frank Mir just went in there
Mike
against Stephen
Holloway.
Cunningham, a
And did
former world
a
champion
hell
in
of a
boxing.
job. I
In a
thought Frank Mir,
boxing match, man. I
and
said freestyle fight.
okay, yeah,
Boxing.
but no. But you said Troy, you said they'll always win in a boxing match, and that's not true. Because what's the dude named Michael? What's his name? World Combat. You gonna know his
Michael
name?
Chandler.
Is that what's his nickname? The Spider or something? Not Spider.
Oh, Anderson Silva.
That's Anderson Silva.
Not Anderson Silva. This dude name is Michael something. Like he's
Michael
like
I know who you're
Oh,
talking
Michael
about.
Venom Page. Michael
Yeah,
Venom
Michael
Page.
Venom Page.
Michael
Michael
Page,
Venom Page.
nice man. He just lost not too long
No,
ago.
but he's a
But
boxer and
but
a mixed martial artist.
but
But
that
he's
was my point though. He looked good
yeah.
with
He's
his
a
hands
But
went
taekwondo
up.
guy.
Anderson Silva is 1-1 as a professional boxer too. He was stopped. He was stopped in his first fight, and then he won his second professional fight. Even
Hey,
though it
real
was a while ago, he is 1-1.
all right. Hey, real quick, guys. We got a lady in the room right here. Let's show some love and respect. And let her have the floor. Go ahead, Miss Lisa.
What's
Hey, how's
going on,
everybody
Lisa?
doing?
What's up, Lisa?
Hi, how's everybody doing? World Combat. I heard your voice and I was like, is that where I didn't you got the Triller thing. And I typed, I said, isn't that World Combat Sports? I know your voice. So I was
Appreciate
like,
it.
this is a good discussion, guys. Really good discussion. And I don't know a lot about MMA, so I'm just listening and I'm enjoying the conversation.
What did you
And
think about Triller?
Troy, huh?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
What did I think about what now?
I was going to say the Triller event as a whole, even if you don't
I
know too much
didn't.
about MMA.
Unfortunately, I didn't see it. I didn't purchase it. I watched. I know. I support. Oh,
Who is that
stop,
moaning like
Troy.
I don't know who's that.
I
Troy probably.
I reached. I supported the what's his name, Tony Harrison fight.
Oh, really? Oh, we
a
didn't even talk
real
about that yet,
boxing
Major
match.
Key.
Huh?
I said we didn't even talk about that one yet. Y'all want to get into that, Major Key?
My bad. I was doing something. What you said? Which one?
Lisa said she was she wanted to talk about this, or she said she saw the Harrison fight. Y'all want to get into that?
Just jump. Y'all could jump on that one. I didn't actually see that when I seen the main card. But go ahead.
Go ahead, Lisa. Lead the way.
I mean, it's just, I know he's going through a transition right now. So, his dad was his trainer. So I know he's going through a difficult time. But I saw his brother in his corner. And, it's like a lot of adjustments, I'm sure. But I know a lot of people felt that the other guy won. But plus, he's been on a long layoff, too. So, due to the pandemic and everything. So, I cut the brother some slack. When when you ain't fighting as often, I'm sure that can take a toll on you. But the brother's been through a lot, recently. So, I just hope he can just get back, get some fights in and get sharper.
Lisa, you sound like you. So do you? What do you think of Harrison's performance overall? And after that, let's pass it around.
Yeah, shout out to Derek Lincoln, by the way.
Yeah,
I thought it was
absolutely.
okay. I thought
Thank
it
you,
was
Derek.
okay, but like I said, I think it was a ring rust, long layoff. Because the last time I saw him in the ring was the Charlo Part 2, and so that's been a long time. Because Charlo has fought since then. So basically, he's been off for a long time. He unfortunately lost his dad, and so of course he had to make some adjustments. So acclimating to a new trainer, or however you want to say it, is it's different. It's different. Like what Chocolatito went through.
Mm.
It was a very difficult, transition for him.
What do you think
So
about people saying he should have lost, Miss Lisa? Like Tank saying he lost. A lot of people saying he got a gift split draw.
yeah, that's what people were saying. Like I said, I mean, I'm not a judge. Maybe they just gave it to him home cooking. You never know, but or maybe to build up another fight. A big fight for him. I would like to see him fight like somebody like J Rock or somebody,
Mm.
because they never fought before.
Mm.
Or I mean, I don't know. I'm just I'm trying to cut the man some slack. You know what I mean? I'm
Nah,
not here to.
we can't do that. We can't do that. We ain't gonna show him no slack.
Yeah, the man is going through. You know what I mean?
I get it.
Maybe
I get it.
I'm not saying it's not sympathy, it's empathy, because I could put myself in his shoes. So. But he's a good boxer, but maybe he didn't look his best the other night.
Agreed. Let's pass it around. Let's go back to Ontario, Canada. What do you think of Lisa's assessment of the fight, and what did you guys think of that fight with Tony Harrison? Let's take it to Jay Steele first.
I mean, I gotta keep it real, you know what I mean? Because I got a lot of family up in the D, up in Detroit. So um my opinion might be a little biased. So I ain't gonna slight Tony Harrison too much, because I really did think he looked good. His outfit, his apparel was just, yeah, yeah, that shit was snapping. You know what I mean? The trunks, the the overshirt, the buffs, the bandana. I mean, yeah, that's swag. That's swag. But inside the ring, I mean, that's why I got the gift. You know what I mean? PBC was like, Tony, you looking so fresh. You know what I mean? We just gonna give you this draw. You know what I mean? Even though you probably lost the fight, you know what I mean? Even though you probably lost the fight, we gonna give you that gift. You know what I mean? Same thing. We did the same thing for AB about a month back. You know what I mean? So yeah, we gonna do the same thing for you. You know what I mean? Good look on the outfit though. He lost the fight. He lost the fight in my opinion. I mean, I think Perella uh outworked him. Was landing the cleaner, effective punches at times. I mean, Tony Harrison was looking sharp at the beginning, but he always has the question mark on his gas tank, and when his gas tank goes, his chin goes. But his chin didn't go totally all the way in this fight. Once again, in my opinion, he was lucky to come out with a draw. But yeah, I definitely like his apparel.
Okay.
Who's he gonna fight next? I mean, 154. Just to be real quick to sum up, the 154 division. I mean, it's deep. It's probably the deepest division in boxing. A lot of the brothers I spar with, like on Supreme Beast Boxing Top, bullshitting on the Beltway. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to that channel as well.
Absolutely.
Stay Ready Boxing TV. I mean, we always be sparring, and uh they was coming at me saying like, yo, Tony Harrison is done. Tony Harrison is not done, in my opinion. I mean, this could have just been a mental lapse. He had a lot of things on his mind. The sister just brought up the fact that he lost his father. He's been inactive on a long layoff. So all those things come into part, are variables in the sport, and I think he's still competitive with any of the top guys at 154. He doesn't necessarily need to be Garrett garnered a rematch against Charlo anytime soon. But once again, 154 is deep. There's plenty of guys to fight. The guy on the top of my list will be a guy that y'all probably don't even know about, but he's out there in France. His name's Michel Soro, and his only loss I think came to Ryan Castano, who's we know gonna fight for that undisputed fight against Jamel Charlo. So yeah,
Thank you for saying that. What's your name?
I'm Jay Steele's the All fella.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That 154, 154 division is a very stacked division, and it's like an unloved division.
It is. It is. It's not a glamour division, you know what I mean? But I'm glad Jamel's at the top of it. I'm kind of
Yeah.
disappointed that this undisputed fight's on Showtime though, because I don't think Showtime gets the viewership and they put out the promotion that they need to for boxing. So but at least
They
it's not
probably
on
don't have the
pay-per-view.
budget. They probably don't have the budget for it.
Yeah, you right about that.
Not that they don't have the budget. The budget just hasn't been allocated for the boxing. Yeah.
Let's pass it around. Troy, did you watch this fight? Major Key, J Blue, World Combat.
Go ahead, Jay Blues.
Nah, I missed it, man.
All right, that was quick. World Combat, did you see Tony Harrison fight?
I agree. He started off strong, absolutely, and then he degraded from there. But when it comes down to it, Tony Harrison is just registered his second straight loss, and prayers for him. He lost his pops. That was an intricate role in his boxing career. So everybody's loss, is taken and differently. You know what I'm saying? Some people get over it quickly, some don't. I think Tony Harrison was real close to his pops, and he may not have been, 150% mentally ready during training camp. I'm not making excuses for him. You know what I'm saying? He did start off strong, but I truly thought Perella won the fight. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to RJJ. He did a damn good job.
And I just want to let people know the phone lines are open if you guys are watching and or girls, you guys are watching and calling in. The number is 678-381-1938. Again, 678-381-1938. Go ahead, Troy. Okay, you back, Major?
Yeah. I'm here. I'm just doing something, but I eventually, once we're done with this topic, I want to shift gears to the main thing, which was Andre. And what it's looking like for him in the future. You know what I'm saying? Were you guys satisfied, disappointed? Because obviously you're hearing mixed messages on YouTube, so I want to get your guys' perspective. You know what I'm saying? And then we could talk about that.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't really see the fight. I just watched the highlights now. Everybody was talking. Lisa was talking to everybody else. I don't think he won. I mean, just based on what I saw. But at the same time, when you lose a parent, and he lost his father, just like Jared Hurd lost his father. That takes us takes us toll on your soul. I know a boxer from out of that's also from out of Maryland. He was the top contender and on his way to fighting for a championship. And his father died, and he basically quit. He just gave up on boxing because his father was a big part of his life in boxing, and he lost the love for it. He lost the love for it, And so I don't know if that's what's going on with Harrison. I have no idea. I just wish him the best. But
right,
he didn't win that fight. He didn't win that fight at all. No.
Shout out to Andrew Charles on the super chat. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, and I don't take it for granted. DJ Saddam, did you see the Harrison fight?
Yeah, I did, and I'm actually a huge fan of Harrison. I was probably the only person in my circle of friends and boxing heads who actually thought he won that first fight against Charlo. The three judges agreed. I guess that matters at some level. And I was also really impressed that they could make that adjustment in the rematch too. And obviously Charlo knocked him out, and all props to him. He has gone on to do bigger things since. I think Harrison lost this one, honestly, and it must be tough. It must be tough. It must be tough to have gone through the entire process. His father had been on his side throughout his amateur and professional career. So to have your first camp without your father and your coach, and to fight without that man on your side, and also seeing, you know, how he could help him on the corner. You know, one of the things I think that we sometimes lose glance of, especially when we are watching fights in real time, is the kind of work that is put in the corners, you know, from the cut man to the chief assist to the head coach. And Ali Salam El was one of those minds who could help his fighter, his son in this case, to shift gears, to make the necessary adjustments. I mean, just think of that Charlo rematch and how he was knocked down in the second round and started out bullying the bully and took the fight inside, got stuck on the inside, and was doing some great work to the body, especially. And then he got cocky. You know, maybe that's one thing that Coach Salamel couldn't really do, kind of diffuse him and bring him back to the ground. But maybe this draw on the cards will him face certain things. And again, it must have been very hard for him. So I have all the sympathy. I can't even be that harsh. I think, you know, Broner was truly gifted a decision in a fight that wasn't even close and competitive. I think that's a little bit of a harsh comparison, but again, it might be just the Team Harrison on my end that makes me judge it this way. But I don't think he won that fight, and I don't think I think Perella should have gotten the nod.
All right. I know Major Key wanted to get in something else, but before we do that, it was two other things I wanted to get you guys take on off this Triller card. Well, one more other thing off the Triller card. Did y'all see the Regis Pro Grade red calf? Do you guys think that was a dive? Do you think that was significantly a low blow? Is this up there with Amir Khan versus Bud Crawford? I mean, this guy left out of here on the stretcher from a low blow that nobody saw in the slow motion. Maybe his elbow hit it, but it looked like the right forearm of Regis connected. He was trying to throw a body shot, but it looked like his right forearm hit somewhere around the elbow or tricep, the bicep or tricep area of Ivan. And Ivan played it all the way up. He rolled around. He was banging the canvas. He was strong enough to bang the canvas, but not strong enough to stand up. And he was carried out on a stretcher from a low blow. I've never seen that in boxing. Let's pass it around real quick, and I want to know what you guys think of that too. Major Key, starting with you. Did you think it was that low blow was significant like that to stop the fight?
I'm gonna say like this. It looked awkward. It looked just as awkward as the Jason Rosario knockout, you know what I'm saying, from Jamel. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the human body's a weird thing, you know what I'm saying? Like I really don't, because he doesn't have a record of doing that. He doesn't have a history. And look at the picture you're showing right now. He looks like something happened, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You get hit right there.
Yeah, no. But I'm saying like he looks like genuinely hurt though. You know what I mean? Like, you know, from what I understand, it was around the hip, right?
Man, no, bro. That punch did not even land. The glove of that guy. I'm gonna try to pull the clip up. The glove of his fist did not land.
Yeah, I didn't watch no slow motion. I just was watching play-by-plays, so I didn't watch no slow motion. So if you could pull that up, so I could give a better perspective. Because for right now, I've seen weird things in boxing, so I can't completely say somebody is somebody that doesn't have a record of doing shit like that. I can't just say, you know, they're taking a dive when they have the guts and nerve to actually get into the ring. So if I see evidence of that, then I'll be the first person to be like, yeah, that looks suspicious. You know what I'm saying?
But Major Key, he does have a record of.
Thank you.
these
I was
shenanigans
just about to state that. Go ahead, brother.
He tried to bite Danny Garcia, like I think even a couple of times in that fight.
True words.
And that was
True
his
words.
last fight. So he does have a record of doing some
trying to find a way out.
Exactly of nefarious activities, trying to find a way out without, you know what I mean, whether it's disqualification, but he doesn't want to go out on his back or get knocked out. And that's the thing where I felt
Regis Prograis.
Sorry, y'all could hear that.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm gonna mute the other computer while I do that. Y'all bear with me. Go ahead. I'm gonna pull the clip up.
That's where I felt that the shot was glancing to the around his back, and it kind of was similar to the way Luis Ortiz knocked out or stopped what's his name, as a Spanish heavyweight that he fought on a PBC some months back, Alexander Flores maybe or something like that. He knocked him out suspiciously with a glancing blow, but what had happened? They held his purse. You know what I mean? And I think they should do the same thing with Ivan Redcash, because it was a good acting job. In my opinion, it was a great acting job. They should hold his purse and give him a used Birkin bag instead.
Oh, that was classic. That was classic right
That was
there.
clever too. He said, "Give him a
held
used
his purse for the Danny Garcia fight too. For a minute.
Oh, they held his purse?
I definitely have my own take. I actually seen it through the lens. I seen it when it went down. Ivan Redcash absolutely threw that fight. Period. Regis was getting the best of him in that small ring. He was pushing the pace. Regis was landing some hard shots.
Side of his waist. Watch out.
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
And Regis was getting the best of him. He was breaking him down. He was on his way to stopping Ivan. And I didn't get a strange vibe when I talked to Ivan, at breakfast that day. I didn't get the strange vibe from him that he was about to do something crazy. But I can tell you this: I did see him post fight, and he was walking just fine. I'm just saying, out of respect, I didn't want to pull out my phone and start recording this shit and get his team all up in arms and shit. But he was walking just fine to me post fight, just fine. So
he had to walk to the bank. He had to go walk and get his check.
He was back at the hotel. He was chilling. It was after the fight. He was heading back to the room, about to pack up and go home, and he was walking just fine. You know what I'm saying? So he threw the fight, in my opinion. Regis was breaking him down with some very solid shots, and I appreciate Regis for putting on a show like that. But if you want to talk about the only blackout boxing received that night out of those fights was Ivan Redcash.
Elaborate on that.
It's just he's a representative. Like, if you want to talk about two fighters, two certified legitimate boxers in the sport, that was Regis Prograis and Ivan Redcash. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they was the only boxers on the card. I'm just saying Regis has a big name, former world champion. And we talking about Ivan Redcash, outside of him putting out whatever that sparring where Gervonta was going in on him getting off. I mean, he came in there and people was like, okay, Triller putting on Regis and Redcash, cool. And they fought, I mean, Redcash was going to Regis' body with the jab, touching him up a little bit, but Regis was always in control. And then when he started to turn it up, Redcash just felt like, damn, this ring too small. I can't breathe around this motherfucker. Like, Regis just putting too much pressure on him. And when he landed that shot, I'm looking at it. I say, damn, that didn't hit him in the nuts. You know what I'm saying? It didn't. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same way that I saw Amir Khan when Terrence Crawford hit him on the thigh. Amir Khan didn't even want to turn and face Crawford. He just quit. The same thing happened with Ivan Redcash. It's just he heard them talking shit about him over there, and he really didn't want to get up and continue and get knocked out. So he just played it, had EMT come and pick him up on the stretcher, took the cab out the arena, and he was gone.
All right, look, I got the clip up right now. Major Key, anybody watching, Lisa, everybody, y'all look at the screen. Y'all let me know if y'all see this lens. Now, hold up. Regis not southpaw, right? He's a conventional stance, right?
Regis is southpaw. Ivan's a southpaw. If I'm
Okay,
not
my
mistaken.
bad. I don't know why my brain froze. I just looked
both
at
of
this.
them are southpaw.
I looked at this different. I thought this punch. I thought this clip. You know how sometimes they reverse the clip for YouTube, but let's look at this shot. Where does this punch land? It goes around the elbow, around the back.
Yep.
Bam.
Yep.
Let's see it again. It looked like his arm, if anything, like Regis' forearm pushed Ivan's elbow in, maybe towards the liver.
So that's a reverse shot, ain't it? That's not the actual shot itself. That's reverse.
That's reverse.
Yeah, that's why I said yeah. That's why I said it got to be reversed. Yeah, because it's reversed because Triller. Hold on.
Yeah, it's reversed because it was on the other
it's,
side.
Right, and it's reversed also because Triller is backwards off that board. But this is a clean shot, so you can see it though. So it was the right hand on the. It was the right hand to the left side of the body. So,
correct.
So for the people who saying it's a liver shot, your liver is not on the left side of your body.
That wasn't a liver shot. Yeah, I just see.
Look at that. That's just slid off like baby oil.
I don't know.
He didn't leave. He didn't even land that shot. At least Charlo landed the jab. And the last thing I want to talk to you about, then I pass it back to Major Key. What do y'all think of this clip right here? Errol Spence, Yellow Beezy.
Bro, what's wrong with this nigga, bro? He said his girlfriend. Nigga gay, nah. My brother, man. Hey, man. Hey, it's true. Hey, it's true. Look, my brother. Getting jealous. She said, "Don't kiss him."
Man, you can hear the ladies commentating. She was like, he said that ain't his friend, that's his girlfriend. And then she says somebody's name and said they getting jealous, like don't kiss on him. Somebody's getting jealous. What y'all think of this? I know the Errol Spence fanboy is gonna hate me for this, but let's get it.
Bro, what's wrong with this nigga, bro? He said his girlfriend. Nigga gay, nah. My brother, man. Hey, man. Hey, it's true. Hey, it's true. Look, my brother. Getting jealous. She said, "Don't kiss him."
Errol Spence look like he back on that sauce. What y'all think?
I gave my opinion.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. The song, the Texas T. I remember seeing a video back in the day. I'm showing my age. You know what I mean? A state property, and Beanie Siegel was he was twisted off the Texas T, all trying to kiss Petey Crack and shit. Like, what's going on? That's what that shit reminded me of. You know what I mean? And I don't know, that shit's highly questionable. I always been on Errol Spence's neck from activities to seeing them dancing up with Yellow Beezy up in the dance up at the club and whatnot, and there's no women around them and shit. Like, all that shit kind of looks sus, but it's even more bad in these days and times when these fights aren't being made. You know what I mean? We want the biggest fights to be made, but we're seeing videos like this. You know what I mean? We want to see the greatest fighters, our best fighters in the gym, showing that they're working. You know what I mean? Not out here gallivanting and fraternizing with guys that are out of shape, that smoke weed every day, you know what I mean, and make half-ass fast food songs, you know what I mean, that we digest and shit out by the end of the week. You know what I mean? Because I don't got one Yellow Beezy track on my playlist. You know what I mean? Maybe like, come on. So,
Yeah.
but regardless of that, man, I mean, yeah, it's just not a good look. It's not a good look. Not a good look at all, man.
Let me get in because I gotta say this. When it comes to my people, right? Black people, right? We get pretty much highlighted more than other ethnicities would when it comes to bullshitting around like this. It's almost like, we can't bullshit around like this. It's not something you'll ever catch me doing. But I'm just saying, like, I can see if he planted a kiss on old boy like Tyson Fury did Sefa Safari, it'd be different. That was in front of the cameras and that was in front of everybody. I'm just looking at it like, for one, Errol looked fucked up. Okay, I'm just saying. I can't tell if he's sober or fucked up because he sound the same either way. But when we joke around like this with our people always say, "Oh, that's some gay shit. That's a homo shit," and all that. I don't know. I can't gauge it because that's his boy. That's the same cat that walked him out when he fought Carlos Ocampo. That's the same cat he had walk him out on several occasions through the ring walk. And they have a relationship. They have a friendship, so to speak. Not a relationship, a friendship. So
no, they got a relationship. Go ahead.
I don't know, man.
Freudian slip.
It is
Freudian
some funny.
slip.
It is some funny suspect shit, but I can't sit up here every time when it's two black people and they want to just highlight that shit, but yet they don't say nothing about Tyson Fury kissing another man in the mouth when he got a wife and kids. And they just look, oh, that's UK, that's British custom. You know what I'm saying? To show that, hell no. Fuck
Maybe that is. But I know that ain't Texas custom.
Fury.
Yo,
No,
there is an
how
argument
he was
that can be
giving
UK humor.
Fury a wet ass kiss with his wife, on ringside. I mean, what was that about, dog?
Bro, I don't
That was
see
some
I
gay ass
don't
shit.
see a lot of Texas niggas doing that, bro. You know what I mean? But I do see
I can't disagree with you. I don't know.
I do see UK niggas doing that. Whether it's Dillian White that has a husband named Dean White. You know what I mean? Whether
Yeah, I heard that.
whether it's Derek Chisora, you know what I mean, who kisses
Yeah,
men all
David
the
Haye.
time. He kisses men all the time and fantasizes of mountain men. You know what I mean? Like he broke back to the fullest extent.
Oh my.
And then of course Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? Picking up men, kissing men, and all this and that. I mean, it's a UK thing, but I can't say that for Texas. I can't say that for the Charlo brothers. I don't see them kissing on other men,
no.
and those type of activities.
I got two brothers. My lips don't touch them. I hug them. I dap them. I give them a hug with a pound. I might grab the back of their head, like how you see like the Wayne brother. I hug him and I grab his head like that and mess up his hair or something. You know what I'm saying? Might give him a noogie. We don't even do wedgies in my house, like in my household when I was staying with mom. Like we didn't do none of that weird stuff like that. We definitely won't kissing, and we won't and this is my brother, my blood brothers. You get
But Mark, I agree with you. We don't do that. But
hold up, but you was like, this is boy. They got to relate. He didn't grow up with this dude, right? These are celebrity friends.
For real. But I'm saying, okay, I get what you're saying, but he didn't kiss him though.
Because he wasn't allowed to. He tried though.
Oh God.
He was
he wasn't even close to kissing the dude. No, he wasn't even close, man. That's exaggerating.
What do you mean, bro? What do you mean? He was holding the man's hand.
I know he was holding his hand, but goddamn, y'all
holding the man's hand.
Put on lipstick and
okay,
lip gloss.
You say he wasn't close. You say he wasn't close. Let's see it.
Bro, what's wrong with this nigga, bro? His girlfriend.
What you mean he ain't close?
He's not close, man. Oh boy, know how close Errol Spence was. He wasn't.
My brother,
they was just bullshitting around, dog.
Let me say this, my brother. He's close to him before he's close to him before he even perk his lips up. He's armed around him, holding his wrist. Yo, this look like how a prison picture would look if you sit at home and say, "I need help in here."
Bro, what's wrong with this nigga, bro? His girlfriend.
And then pull up a picture with AD and Javante Davis.
His trajectory got deflected. His trajectory of the lip got deflected because
by the brim of the cap.
Ear. You know what I'm saying?
Look, this is me too. Look. If
PBC buddy love up in this bitch,
look,
dog.
if Yellow Beezy puts out a Me Too claim and a sexual assault charge against Errol Spence Jr., this would be Exhibit A in the night court. One more time for the.
Bro, what's wrong with this nigga, bro?
Now that's close. That's close. That's close.
I would have been shoulder buttoning like Conor McGregor, man. Get the hell up off me.
If it wasn't for the big fish would have got in.
No, but let me step let me step in and say my piece.
Before you say that, you know what?
Go ahead, brother.
You know what Yellow Beezy wanted to tell Errol Spence when he did that?
You act like a little bitch right now.
All
Nah,
together.
you
All
said
together.
nah, your breath
No,
smell
but
like hot Cheetos, nigga. Like
no, but you ain't heard. You didn't hear that. You didn't hear that. Yellow Beezy's doing a song with Little Nas. He doing the remix of that Devil song.
Don't tell me that. Don't say
They-
that.
there ain't no
Don't say
surprise.
that. Don't you
no, to
tell
tell
me
you the
that.
truth. No, to tell you the truth, I don't give a damn about this because they got nothing to do with boxing. But it's always funny to me. And on top of that, Errol Spence and and this young brother here, they don't speak for all black people. So they don't really represent black people. I don't know what they were doing, and I don't care. That's not my business.
Oh, now
I
y'all
just
don't
want to
care.
see the man fight. I just
Okay.
want to see him fight. Yeah, I care less about that.
You don't care about that. Man, that shit is entertaining, man. That shit is big news for you. Talk all that cash shit. You the top
Actually,
dog. You the big fish.
well,
And
big
to
fish, the
hear
key word right there. You said big fish, big fish.
there
Big
you
fat
go.
fish.
There you go. And if you listen close, the women in the background have disapproval of what they're doing. You can hear other people saying, "Hey, don't do that. That's gay." Or, "Oh, he said that ain't his friend. That's
They
his
probably
girlfriend."
fucked up too.
Of course, I believe they all fucked up. I believe they all fucked up. But this goes to what I was telling people before. The reason why I always pick Bud in this matchup is because you never seen this. Bud lives a clean boxing life, bro. You don't see him doing.
Bro, what's wrong with this nigga, bro? He said his girlfriend. Nigga gay, nah. My brother, man. Hey, man. Hey, sir. Hey, sir. That's my brother. Jealous. She said, "Don't kiss him." My brother.
His chin over to his right side. That's suspect as fuck right there. He tried to move his head over when he was in the process of leaning in. That's some suspect shit, dog.
Why,
Thanks
man?
thanks for the clarification, though.
Hey, look. It is what it is, man.
I'm
wasn't
starting to
paying
think
attention
something
to his
different
left
about
arm.
man down.
I wasn't paying
I'm starting
attention
to
to his
think
left
something about
arm, though.
different about man down right now.
His man up.
All right, let's get to cooking this fable. Go ahead, Major Key. Thanks for letting me get these bars off. I had to make some
That was
jokes.
funny as hell, man down.
Yeah, man. Major Key, you ready? You want to talk
Oh
about this
shit!
Demetrius Andre?
Yeah. My bad. I had just put it in the chat. Yeah. So I mean, let's get back to that question. Let me just go ahead and repeat the question. All right. So a lot of talk over YouTube as far as Andre, right? Whether he looked bad and vulnerable in that fight, and people are questioning if he could really handle Charlo, Triple G, stuff like that, or did he look good? You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he looked a little vulnerable may actually get him those opponents where he could use the skills that he was displaying in the first 3 rounds, you know what I'm saying? The side movement, the uppercuts, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously a great fighter shouldn't be just stepping back. He was doing some great side-to-side movement, right? And catching dude on the way out, Liam Williams. But then again, who is Liam Williams? So I understand both sides of it. So what do you guys feel is the future for Andre?
I think he's awkward, and nobody's really gonna step in there with him. Charlo and him could have been fought. Charlo's not going to fight him because I believe he beats Charlo simply because he's awkward. He is a good fighter, but his style is very awkward and sometimes very hard to digest and watch. But I think he beats Charlo because Charlo works on timing and rhythm. You can't catch this guy's rhythm and timing. He's too damn awkward.
How I assessed the fight, it was a classic Boo Boo. He basically, what I saw was he's very unorthodox, very awkward. Like Troy said, he throws uppercuts from very weird angles. He's southpaw. He's lanky. He throws the bolo punches and stuff. His style is it works for him, but he works on, he's able to get so far through his athleticism, but his conditioning may have not been the best. Like he tires out, but he may want to go back to the fundamentals because that may not work as he get a little older. You know, some of the stuff that he do now that he's been able to get away with. Like, because he has been a person that, like, Saturday was the first time I really saw him get hit that much. So, because the guy was a tough guy that he was in there with. He may not have been a lister as far as fighters, but he was a tough guy. He was game, and Boo Boo was not a good finisher either. He's a great starter, but and that comes to conditioning too. So he's a type of fighter that's not going to make anybody look good, if you know what I mean.
Right. But who else? Because it's also a matter of right. He caught him in the ninth round, and he staggered him, and then the dude ran in and smothered his own punches. Like he lacked that discipline. Like he lacked the understanding to know that hey, I should go in for the kill right now. Now, had that been Charlo or Triple G, could they have knocked him out?
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah. I mean,
I don't know.
because he does that all the time. I've seen him do that on more than 2 occasions where he dropped people and he'll smother his own punches.
No, I'm talking about in the ninth round when Liam Williams cracked him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then Liam Williams didn't know how to finish that. He just came in and started smothering his own punches, running right into the clinches.
Right.
See what I'm saying? If it was a Triple G or Jamal Charlo, right? Would they have been able to be disciplined enough to stand at the right range and try to finish him off?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
Yeah. Charlo's a good finisher. Triple G's a little older at this point, so I don't know whether he would have took him out or not, but he could have.
But still a finisher though.
I beg to differ. I think even just the accumulation, a 10-punch combination from Triple G will have the ref flying in, stopping the fight. You know what I mean? You have to look at it from that perspective as well. What the referee is going to be looking like, and Triple G's going to be the house fighter, whether you like it or not. Even in Providence, you know what I mean. So, to me, the Boo Boo showed glimpses of greatness, definitely in the earlier parts of the fight, but then he showed he doesn't have much of a gas tank. You know what I mean? For one, he should have stopped. He should have got rid of this UK guy, Liam Williams. I'm not saying he's a can or nothing like that, but Liam Williams knew that Boo Boo was levels above him. You know what I mean? Definitely early on in the fight. He didn't belong in that ring, but after he weathered the storm and got through that shellacking, you know what I mean, got through that those couple knockdowns, Liam Williams started to secure himself and steady the ship, and started to feel more confident and reassured in himself that he does belong in the ring with Boo Boo Andrade. And what did start happening? He started bullying Boo Boo Andrade. I've never seen Boo Boo Andrade get get bullied like that. I mean, get boo booed. He did get boo booed up in that bitch. You know what I mean? Because he usually he'll start off fast and then he'll coast. There was no coasting in this fight. You know what I mean? Liam Williams put some serious pressure. It was one of the few times that I've seen Andrade seriously hurt, rocked. I mean, I've seen him down, but I mean, those were kind of like flash knockdown type of shit. So like he wasn't seriously hurt, off balance maybe, but Liam Williams really rocked him. You know what I mean? And what the other brother was alluding to with the questions with Charlo and Triple G, I mean, I definitely think that they would those caliber fighters would capitalize on that mistake. Andrade's legs aren't what they used to be. The man is aging. He is declining. The gas tank don't look like it's the same, especially with the style that he exudes. All the foot movement, the crazy angles and whatnot. I don't think it's gonna look good when he steps it up in competition. Now let's look at his competition for the last 3-4 fights. I don't think they might be. It might be arguable with Jamal Charlo, but even he got Daryanchenko. You know what I mean? I don't think his opposition. I don't think he'll be ready to fight the upper calibers at 160. Whether it's Charlo, whether it's Triple G, his best chance is at Ryota Murata, and he ain't gonna get that because Triple G got that.
Mm-hmm.
I have a
Yeah.
I have a take on this.
Go ahead.
One
Go ahead.
more
I'm gonna
more
say mine for
general,
last. Or after
one
HK.
specific to the fight. Now I'm gonna name two names of true greats. Don't please don't think that I'm comparing them to Boo Boo directly, but I think they're relevant examples. Frazier apparently on Hagler's come up shared with him the main reason that he was being avoided. He said, "You have already 3 strikes against you. You're black, you're a southpaw, you're good." And I think Andrade on his come up, yeah, he screwed up a few things himself. Yes, he was robbed of certain opportunities because of promotional hijinks. But I think he was also avoided to a great deal because, yes, he was that good. Yes, he is a southpaw. And yes, he's a black fighter. Now, when it comes to his specific situation now, I just want to build on what Lisa was saying earlier, because she laid out the entire narrative basically, right? He starts off in dominating fashion, sometimes simply dominating from the outside, other times, in fact, knocking his opponent down. But Demetrius seems to lack that instinct of a finisher. Now, that's how I used to see it. And Lisa mentions this, and I think to me, this has become apparent over time. That has something to do with conditioning, and the conditioning has something to do, of course, I think in Andrade's case, the weight cut. I think he has increasingly a harder time making 160, and that keeps on showing in the second half of the fight and increasingly in the so-called championship rounds. And this was the worst case of that gassing out yet in Andrade's career, which I have been following pretty closely as a supporter. So my vision for Andrade is, since he's also not getting any of these unification fights in 160, why not use the WBO regulations? I know it's too late. I think he should have done it earlier to put a roadblock on Canelo's path in advance. He was late in doing that. Now is the time. He should move up to 168 and become the WBO mandatory, just like Usyk has become the heavyweight mandatory, just like he became at the time the mandatory for the 160 belt, moving up from 154 when BJ Saunders pissed hot and ran away from that fight, basically, and was rewarded with another belt in another weight division for that behavior, which you gotta give up, give it up to that noble organization, WBO. But hey, if the rules work for you, take advantage of them. So Andrade should take the example of maybe the late part of Bernard Hopkins's career, where he sustained his greatness at another weight division, at another level, precisely because he didn't have to kill himself during the camp to lose weight, and he could focus on fine-tuning everything else instead. And Andrade has everything, and he can fine-tune a lot of different aspects of his game as he ages and still remain competitive. Obviously, those lead right hooks are not going to work in 2, 3, 4 years are not going to work as well because he's gonna get caught. But he has so many other layers to his game that he can unlock at 168. He has the frame, he has the reach, he has the height. Why not? Why not become a 3-division world champion?
Hey, let's pass it around a little bit. Love hate. What's up? Hey, real quick before we do that, man, I want to say this, man. We got I know you guys, y'all familiar with Wouldn't You Like to Know? I'm sure you guys see him in the chat all the time. The brother is going through a serious health condition. And we got to pray for him. It's bigger than COVID. He has to go through a major surgery, a major operation. As you know, he's been open about it. He was on the show. He was like, hey, he had a lung transplant before, right? And this is real talk, no joke. Seriously, y'all. Seriously. His body is rejecting the lung. So he has to go through a process and a surgery to get that shit taken care of. My voice is actually trembling now just thinking about it. He hit me up today. I don't want to put too much of his business out there, but like I said, he spoke about it on air more than one occasion, right? So let's just keep this brother in our prayers, keep him uplifted. Shout out to my brother Chris. He's right here in Georgia. He's a good dude. I sent him out some merch. He fuck with the show heavy, you know what I'm saying? And we just got to keep him uplifted in our prayers, man, because that's a serious thing right there. And yeah, man, if y'all see him around in these chat rooms, y'all let him know y'all keeping him in his prayers, man, because that support means more than anything. And Chris, if you're listening, aka Wouldn't You Like to Know, wherever you at, my brother, man, we rooting for you, bro. You're gonna beat this shit and you're gonna come back breathing stronger than ever, talking that shit on the air with us. So we love you, man. And yeah, man, it's crazy how this boxing shit go, man. This will be a community and you grow to care about these people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Even if, never seen him. It might just be an avatar, but I've heard him talk. He's a real person. Shit, I got his address. I might drive up there and check on him. Like I said, he's here in Georgia, and I might just drive up. Fuck it. If that's cool, for us, you know what I'm saying? If that's cool with him, but I'll call him tomorrow. But we talked today through email, and he let me know everything that was going on with him. And he said, "Yo, tell everybody, you know, I still love the show, and I'll be back." I was like, "Man, fuck this show." That was the first thing I sent back. But that's all I wanted to say about that. I definitely wanted to put that out there. Shout out to Chris. Wouldn't You Like to Know? And yeah, man, that's a major shit. But go ahead, y'all. Sorry to bring the show down. Sir Senior just pulled up, and also
hey, praise Sin.
Yeah, love hate.
Praise Sin, Marq Nash. Yeah. No, yeah, praise Sin, definitely, man. Hey, am I on a delay?
Nah, you good, man.
You good. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, love prayers definitely sent. Definitely, man. Chris, would you like to know? That was his,
wouldn't you like to know is his handle.
Wouldn't you like to know? All right, cool. That's what's up, man.
His mama named him Chris.
But yeah, I just want to. Okay, that's definitely some real shit. I just want to jump on, man. You know, pay my respects, Marq Nash, for sure. I thought I'd been sub to you, man, but I seen down there I wasn't. I'm like, oh hell yeah! So I had to sub real quick and enjoying the show, man. Seriously, all the topics and shit. In fact, let me give you a salute, man. Enjoying the show, truly. Major Key, the panel, everybody. Much love. Oh, my bad. Major Key, the panel, everybody. Much love, truly. Everybody in the chat room, always.
Salute.
I just want to show love, man, truly.
Yeah, salute, brother.
Yes,
all right, get in where you fit in. Get in where you fit in. Major Key has this topic on the screen right now. After did you see fight any of the fight Saturday? But more importantly, we're talking about the Demetrius Andrade fight right now. But you can also get in where you fit in on any of the topics that we talked about tonight.
Definitely. Well, quickly, I didn't get to that Andrade. I just seen the highlights. From the highlights, man, right off rip, it came out pretty tough, man. We're trying to take out Liam. And then from the highlights and shit, Liam survived. He seemed to Andrade seemed to pretty much though, like, you know, convincingly, you know, win that fight though. Like I said again from the highlights. So but I didn't get to watch that one. So it was I thought it was at nighttime, man. I was supposed to be in charge of setting up like a fight night and shit with the fellas and shit, man. My dumb ass. I didn't realize it was in the UK and shit, man. So I'm like, oh hell no, the fight starts at 3 p.m. So I ruined the whole fight night and shit. had to watch Triller instead, but that shit was cool.
All right.
I blew it.
Let's go. No, it's all good, and it'd be like that. Before we go to Sir Senior, let me ask you real quick. Love, hate. Did you what did you think of the Triller card? Is that good for boxing? Is it bad for boxing?
To put it as simple as possible. I'm not confusing it with like quote unquote real boxing and shit, true boxing. So I think it's great, man. I thought it was fun. It was fun to watch and shit. It truly was. But at the same time, I'm definitely not hating on it either. I'm not willing to say it's not some form of, you know, like a real boxing, because they had Regis on there, but I know it's not like a true boxing thing, man. It's more like of a show, you know, something to entertain. So I thought it was great, man. I liked it. I did. I really liked it. $50 is good though. They don't need to be going higher than that, man. You know what I mean? That's good. 50's good. But it was cool. That's cool.
Yeah. Hey, hold on, Mark. I want to throw something in.
Yes,
Did
sir.
any of you guys notice that ESPN, right? And you guys noticed that ESPN said they put out a comment on the Triller event saying that, oh, it leaned too much into the entertainment side, but you know, overall, you know, shows potential. And who's working with ESPN? Top Rank, right? And Triller got who? Teofimo Lopez, huh? for the purse bid.
Oh, right.
Some funny shit going on in the backwards. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying. Exactly. Exactly.
Hey, yo, but catch this. Catch this. I don't know if y'all catch that in the chat when I posted it. Triller bought Fight TV, which is the app, the Fight TV app. Now, I bought the Jake Paul fight off the Fight TV app for a discounted price, $39.99. I guess on cable it might have been $50 or something like that. But regardless, the Fight TV app not only holds Triller Fight app fights, but the PBC pay-per-views up on there, and ESPN Plus fights are up on there. I saw Navarrete and Diaz is being promoted up on there, so I can order it from there. So yo, they got the game by the balls. Like you can get all the networks on one app, other than the Zone. But I mean, shit.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that because I was trying to get a press pass for the Teofimo fight on June 5th. So I actually had to go through the Fight TV app and all that shit just to try to find the media plug so I could try to ask for a press pass. So I found that out just by doing research, trying to get the press pass that they had purchased the Fight TV thing. You know what I mean? And by the way, if you don't know, that's FITE.com. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, Fight TV, some shit like that. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Making big moves. They're making big moves.
The app, I've been seeing it. I had purchased Clarissa Shields. That was on Fight, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's a fact. It was on Fight TV.
Yeah, I got that on my TV. Yeah, because you can record it. You know, you could buy it and record it also. You know.
Exact. Good point, sister. That's another thing. Like buying a pay-per-view straight from like cable TV, they don't allow you to record it. This Fight TV gives you unlimited play.
I recorded
I record my I can record my DVR when I order pay-per-view.
Oh, I can record it from my DVR and still keep it. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I can do that. Maybe they don't let y'all do it in Ontario.
Nah, they got us locked down, like literally.
Wow.
Like physically and digitally, they got us locked down over here.
Oh, that's dope. That's not dope. But yeah, we got a button on with most of us with like Comcast or DirecTV. When you click it here, you can say watch or watch and record if you got a DVR. And I don't know who doesn't click watch and record because I'm like, yeah, I might miss something or I might want to pause it.
Right.
And they'll watch and that pay-per-view shows all day long here. You know what I'm saying? When you get it, well, I don't know if they still do that, but remember you would get the pay-per-view and it would literally loop all day long.
Oh yeah, they run over all night. Yep. I don't think they do that no more, but they run. But yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, but since the DVR, I don't have to do that. Hey, Major Key want me to ask too, like who's gonna do the after party when we wrap this up? We're gonna wrap this one up about 12. So we got about another 20 minutes to cook up. Anybody want to throw the after party? That's cool. Let me know. Sir Senior, talk to me.
I think the idea is to move on to the charity stream at Unrivaled Boxing.
Who?
Unrivaled Boxing, the Irish guy, Mark.
Okay, well put the link out there then. so we can so people will know where to go.
I'll do that.
Sir Senior,
The
talk to
rap
me,
was
man.
cool,
What do
man.
you? Yeah, talk to me, Sir Senior. What do you think about this Andre fight? And then I'm gonna tell y'all what I think, man. If everybody had the chance to go, yeah, I don't know. Troy, did you have a chance to speak on this yet? The Andre fight? DJ Saddam. No, I know DJ Saddam spoke about it. Troy and Sir Senior, did you guys get y'all take on this Andre fight? J Blues. All right.
All right.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Welcome
I
to
don't
the
know.
show, bro.
Sometimes. I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Welcome to the show, bro. How you feel?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm finally back, man. My
Let's get it.
Wi-Fi was crazy.
Hey, look,
But
man. Look. Sometimes my bills get cut off too. Hey, look, and I pay it when I realize the cut. I'm like, oh, today was the day. Shit, let me pay them now. So I get it. It's all love. Look, my phone get cut off every month, and it get cut back on same day. I be like, oh, today was the day. Damn. So it's all love. These jokes. It's all love. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's talk
That's
some
real
boxing.
shit.
yeah, but yeah. I don't know, man. Sometimes I think about when you fight somebody who don't got a big name, they want to make a name for themselves. So they're gonna fight a little harder than they would of somebody who they feel is on their level, because they want to shock the world. But at the same token, you're supposed to put that person away. You're supposed to come and demolish them, so there's no questions. And I don't feel like he came in there demolishing him like there was no questions. He left a lot, to be questioned and say, okay, well, did he not take this? Is he out of shape? Is he getting old? And all these extra questions, actually work good for him, because a person who's afraid of fighting a tough fight is not going to jump in the ring with you if you're doing good. If you look bad, they're going to come and fight you then. So maybe it'll work good for him and he'll actually get some of those, those couple of fights that he wants from the bigger names.
I kind of agree with DJ Saddam. I'm gonna just say this. Well, DJ Saddam didn't say it. I kind of think I'm almost under the impression that he's somewhat blackballed. Like how he mentioned oh God, Marvin Hagler. And Marvin Hagler at one time couldn't get fights. And like DJ Saddam said, he's not putting him in the same category of Hagler, but remember the senator had to get involved. Am I correct? For him to get fights?
Yeah.
Oh well, to
Kennedy
get
basically threatened
to get that Leonard fight, yeah, possibly, yeah.
Yeah, he was, and I'm not saying that he's a Marvin Hagler. No, I'm not. But he went through a lot, yeah.
I mean, who is Boo Boo Andrade's John the Beast Mugabe? Like he don't got that. Like we can say that. I mean, these other champions don't want to fight him. The Charlos, the Triple Gs, but there's other good fighters at 160. There's other compelling matchups at 160 that you could possibly make. There's guys like the second tier class guys like the Chris Eubank Juniors, the Sergey Daryanchenko's that everybody's real high on. I don't rate him that much, but I mean he's a perennial contender. Always falls short, but that's a guy you can beat up on. Like there's guys you can pad your record, credible contenders you can pad your record with to show that you legitimately are the best. He hasn't been fighting the best, the top tier guys. So
well, neither has Charlo, if you want to be honest.
Yeah,
I know, but you can't just be watching what the other man's doing. If you got to build your own legacy, you got to be fighting the fighters, and it's not just about fighting just one guy or just waiting for Canelo to come back.
Yeah,
These
I got
niggas
you.
need to they need to build their own legacy.
I agree.
I want to
But
say
they
this.
have to. But they have to do that by fighting each other.
Not
Okay.
necessarily.
Canelo is at 168, right? Okay, so you got Triple G is gonna fight Murata, right? Okay, so you got these belts out there, right? They could still unify these belts, but they aren't. So what?
Right. Like they
You
could have
know,
been
none
fought.
of them are
Right.
doing it.
Look,
Triple G's legacy is kind of ready for the most part. You know what I mean?
but you know what? Triple G could have dared to be great. He was trying to make Canelo come up from 154 to 160. But when Ward was at 160, he said, okay, well, you come up for it and I'll come down for it. Meet me halfway. You get what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
remember that.
And he ducked him. And from then on, he's been Little G. That's what Ward said.
Right.
Ward
But
said his
I'm
name Little G. So I'm gonna call him Little G. I just want to go ahead.
right, but I'm just talking about. I'm not talking about like all that past stuff. I'm just looking at what he has done, and I
But our
ain't even
past,
putting him
but
in
look,
that.
but respectfully, Miss Lisa, our past is what creates our legacy.
Yeah,
Would
yeah,
you not
yeah.
agree?
But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is that what I'm saying is that for however many title defenses he's had, I'm not putting him in the category of a Monzon or B.E.A.T.S or um Hagler. What I'm saying is his thing is kind of he's at the twilight of his career. So whatever he's done is what he's done. He still may have a few left in him, but what I'm saying is you got Andre who
Mhm.
doesn't have that name cachet like that.
I
That's what
get
I'm
it.
saying. They have to like you said, whoever said it, make your own, create your own lane.
I get it.
You
I get it.
know.
But let me say this. I want to give my assessment on this fight, and I haven't done it yet, right? This Andre fight, this shot right here explains a lot to me. He threw this shot all night long. Sometimes it landed, but sometimes it was so telegraphed, especially when he started getting fatigued. He when he missed it, it looked like he was doing playing Street Fighter, like Ken and Ryu throwing that RU kick. That's what it looked like to me. A fighter like Charlo would pick him off when he does that. That shot is not. It's a dangerous shot to throw. A lead right uppercut. Look how he's turned into it. He missed that often.
Nice shot.
Yeah, he missed it a lot though. I was trying to pull up the punch stats, but I can't find it. But when he missed it, that arm went all the way up, and he could end up looking like, was it Michael Moore got stopped with Holyfield with the tried to throw the lead uppercut? Like that lead uppercut is dangerous, especially against a skills fighter. But more importantly, this shot was there all night. That left uppercut, a la Tank Davis, was there all night. He could have been landed that lead uppercut from with the left, not the lead uppercut. I'm sorry, the left uppercut, or throwing the left straight. He threw that lead right uppercut way too much. It was too many looping shots too. That left should have been straightened out more. That left could have been more of an uppercut, not just to the body. When he threw the left uppercut, it was more of left uppercuts to the body, not this lead awkward right uppercut. Yeah, when it lands, it looks good, but he missed a lot. And it's just he was with in there with an opponent who couldn't take advantage of it. But this is not a good look for him to be, and that's what I think people are. It's not he looked bad. It's just the punch selections. When you had the man hurt, why you didn't get him out of there? It was times where you looked like you was gassing, and I can't stress it enough. It was times in between, right outside the clinch, you were getting caught with shots, or you just seemed like he in the ninth round, it seemed like he started getting you. Better opposition would have got you out of there. Is what, like, I ain't gonna lie. I heard some people saying through the grapevine, kill me in the comments. They said based off how he looked, they thought some of these other guys could come up and beat him. Like, you know what I'm saying? These guys at lesser weights could come up and beat him. That's how bad he looked that night. But
okay, yeah.
And then not and like I said, he looked bad for us the punch selection. Like that lead uppercut. Why are you doing lead uppercuts like all night? That's what you saw in the scouting report.
Right.
Okay, all right, but what about the left? I thought I ain't gonna lie, during the fight when it was live, I was in the chat saying I think Boo Boo hurt his hand in that first and second round when he was throwing it real hard because he rarely threw the left hand that much. You can hear his corner often trying to employ him saying, "Hey, throw your left hand. You need to hit him with the left." But that's something we'll find out later. We'll find out later. Oh yeah, he had a bad left hand or something. Yeah, we'll hear that later if that comes to it.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Because he barely threw the left. And that's what usually happens. I remember I was watching that Wilder Chris Areola fight live. I was in the building and I was telling my brother right beside me, I said, man, he hurt his hand. He was like, why you said that? I said, because he ain't throwing it no more. And then I found out later during the post-fight interview, and of course when I went home and rewatched the fight, I was like, yeah, I can see it more watching it on TV than I saw it in the arena. So yeah, you can tell when somebody hurt themselves. And I wouldn't be surprised if he hurt his wrist, rotator cuff, bicep, or something, because he still threw it with some pop. So I don't think it was the hand. It might be like an elbow or, you know what I'm saying, or wrist or shoulder, but he just didn't seem like he was.
That's a great observation, man.
Yeah, man, I was trying to do a
Yeah,
breakdown.
because the first couple rounds he did look vicious, man. He looked vicious the first couple rounds, so that's a very good point. That's a quick one to say. That's a good breakdown, man. Because he
but that's how
he looked really good, and after that, it just seemed like he.
Well, yeah, he always looked good in the first round, first two rounds. He get a lot of knockdowns, and then after that, he just coast or he gas out, or he just know he wanted to fight. Some would say he just mailing it in. So,
hey, if I could mention this real quick, Mark, because I see some people falling off here. I just want to say it's Unrivaled Boxing Talk, right? And Jay Blue, do you want to explain the cause? Because it's very similar to what Mark just said about his homeboy earlier.
Yeah. It's Gonzalo, right? It's Gonzalo's kid, right?
Gonzalo and his son, yeah.
Yes, it's a great dear friend of the YTBC. Somebody that channel all the time.
Start over, Jay Blues. Major Key, you was coughing or something.
Yeah, I heard it.
No, that wasn't me.
Okay.
No, that was me.
I'm sorry. No, it's okay. Say that again now. What's the brother's name and what happened?
All right, there's a very good friend of the YTBC named Gonzalo, and he recently had a son who needs an operation, and he set up a GoFundMe for it, and he's 8 months old, and he's just we need your help. It's a great cause. Everybody come out.
Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
Yeah. Everybody come out. It's an open topic stream. We'll get in where you fit in. Talk about whatever you want to, but just whatever you donate in super chats will go directly to his son's operation.
And
Mark is actually hold up.
Sorry, real quick. Put it in a private chat too, so I can actually make it a banner and leave it on the screen. To go.
Yeah. Now and Mark also is gonna match whatever donations he gets. So right now he's pretty much in debt because he's had to make some bets with people. He shaved his eyebrows off earlier today. You know what I'm saying? Because he made a bet if somebody, but he's already made thousands of dollars in the last 3 days, and he's not gonna stop his live stream until his birthday, which is like another 10 days away.
So it's literally a telethon, basically.
Yeah,
wow. That's dope.
I was over there. Yeah, I went to GoFundMe. Yeah, I went over there.
Yeah, I seen you over there, Lisa. I seen a couple people from here over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was over there late one night. Yeah,
it's for a good cause, though. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, so let me put that, and I'm gonna pin that in the comments at the top, so people can do that. Let me beam that person in. Somebody just beamed in. Who is this? Hey, Unrivaled. Star of the show. How you doing, bro?
Hi. I was asleep. Someone told me to come over to explain what was going on from the charity thing.
All right, thank you. Go ahead.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, everybody else, y'all mute your mic real quick because I think he's bleeding back into it.
Anyway, good evening to all of you. Thanks for having me on. I'll share your stream, by the way, afterwards in your channel afterwards when I get off of here as well, brother. As far as the charity goes, it's for a guy called Gonzalo. His son was born on the 25th of February. He's not 8 months old. I don't know where that number came from. He was born on the 25th of February. For the last 50 days, he's been in an ICU with a tracheal tube in his throat because he's been unable to breathe properly without it due to a bacterial infection with pneumonia. The tube size that he's using is too big because they don't have the right size in the Philippines anywhere. And it's actually a rare size tube, a one size baby tube, very hard to get a hold of. So currently, he's after been put into debt because he's a former United States veteran. He's been put into debt. His U.S. military insurance doesn't cover it because it's outside of the United States and he's no longer servicing. So he's pretty much been plunged into debt, and he's trying to make the bills come true for his son. So we've been streaming so far for 80 hours since Friday at 7:30 p.m. Standard European Time GMT, which would be about 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're pretty much going the whole way to Thursday. So that's the situation.
How close are we to getting to the goal? What's the number we're trying to reach?
Well, he was plunged 18K into debt, and the goal was 13K. So far on the GoFundMe, we've managed to get up to 4,500 through the donations and everything I've received, which I'll be matching as well. That should be an extra $3,000 so far on top. So probably by the end of the stream, I reckon about $8,000 he would have got to out of the 13K, and that would be within a week. And we're still going.
So we still ain't there yet. We got to keep pushing.
Yeah.
We got to keep pushing, y'all. We got to help this brother, man. Lift him up and support him. The link is pinned in the comments. I'll also put it on my community page, and I'll get the information. I share it on my Facebook and on my Instagram as well. Thank you again. Thank you again. We're gonna wrap this one up, and we'll go
already
over
done, Mark. We're praying for the baby. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's already done.
And just for the record, he said it was 8 months. The baby is how old again?
He was born on the 25th of February, so in the next 5 days, he will be 2 months old. He's not even a full 2 months old yet.
Oh man, yeah, we got.
He spent 3 days out of the hospital. He came home for 3 days, and then for the last 50 days, he's been inside an ICU.
All right, man. All right, so put the link for the channel. We're gonna go over there to the channel, and we all gonna go over there, and we're gonna chop it up, have a good time, and if you got it in your pocket, you got it in your heart, please make a small donation, man, or make a big donation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
whatever you can do, it you know, however big, however small, I'm sure to be appreciated. But please, let's reach out over there. Let's go around real quick. Everybody give them your info. Tell them how they can follow you up. Me and Major Key gonna go last. Love A Hate. You set it off, my brother. Thanks for pulling up.
Oh yeah, of course, man. It was my pleasure, honestly. Yeah, love hate, just like that. It's a boxing channel mainly, but I still gotta get my feet off the ground, man. I gotta get some things more intact and shit, like technical things and stuff to make it more like come out more professional and things like that. But yeah, it's really fun being all in this YTBC though, man. It truly is. It's a pleasure. So appreciate Marq Nash letting me on board, man. Thank you.
Hey, my man. Hey, look, if I can help you, reach out to me. My email is gonna be in the description block. So but the hardest part is to try. Don't hesitate, don't sit on it, don't wait. You can figure it out on the go, because once you start going, then you committed yourself and you got to do it. That's just some small advice I would give you right there. Don't wait. You don't have to be perfect. Yeah, man. Go ahead, just put yourself out there. Who's next? DJ Saddam, you want to tell people how they can reach? Yeah, thank you, bro. DJ Saddam.
I have nothing to promote. Just thank you for providing the platform. It was great to be part of the conversation on another Major Key Monday, and to be a guest for the first time on your channel and your panel, Marq Nash. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And thanks for also reminding me to wrap it up. I need that sometimes.
Oh, okay, you caught that too. It was a joke, but I'm that's an old Dave Chappelle skit too. But I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you again.
Love it. Love Chappelle.
Yeah. Miss Lisa Bells, you want to tell people how they can reach you and follow you if they want to hear more what you got to say about boxing?
No, I don't have a channel like that. Like, I'm not a content creator. But you can see me supporting you guys here on YouTube, and thanks for opening up your platform, Marq Nash. It's always a pleasure.
Absolutely. And, it's always open channel, open panel. Y'all can tell me if I'm talking real, or y'all can tell me, man, you all the way wrong.
Nah, I enjoyed this, today. And prayers going up for Mateo.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Prayers up, blessings down.
Absolutely. You're right about that. Troy, talk to me, man. Tell people how they can reach you and follow you if they want to holler at you, man, and hear what you got to say, even if you don't watch the fights and you just watch the highlights. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that last part. I was saying the silent parts out loud. I'm sorry.
Troy's infamous for going to sleep, bro. I think he probably fell asleep, bro. He's infamous for going to sleep.
That was good. That was good, bro.
Are you kidding me? Get the hell up out of here, Troy.
Yeah, he done ate some food and went to bed.
Troy.
I'm serious. I'm serious. He's done it like probably three times out of the last 5 times I've spoken to him.
Nah, he back. He back.
Troy's wild.
I'm going to sleep now, though. I'm gone, man. I gotta get
Yeah, itis.
Show your face. I bet you got your head on a pillow on the couch. I bet you got your face on a pillow on the couch right now.
Nah,
Bro. Yeah, whatever. You don't even
all right, man. Holla at me, Troy. Get some rest, man. It's all good.
Yeah, itis.
All right, man. Get the hell up out of here. Kick him out the classroom. Get him out the classroom. That's gonna be my next drop when I kick people out the show. Jay Blues, what you got? Excuse me, Jay Blues, what you got for me, man?
Yeah, thanks for having me on the show, Mark. It's good boxing talk, good laughs, man. It's always a good show. People can find me at Jay Blues Radio. I'm dropping music every week, getting better and better. Thanks for having me, man. Everybody take care.
What kind of music you got over there? What you doing, Jay Blues?
Any and everything I think of, man. Country, blues, metal, rock, whatever, man.
All right, we're gonna check you out, man. Definitely. Thank you again. Jay Stills, Ontario's finest. Talk to him, bro. Tell him what you got going on your channel.
And y'all know what it is. Yeah, make sure y'all subscribe to the R Fella, The War Report. I will be going live tomorrow, 420. I mean, I do weed reviews and whatnot, so I will be doing a live smoke session. The Weed Report will be on and popping in the day. I'm gonna send you the link. I'm gonna send you the link, Marq Nash. You know what I mean? You know what it is. But yeah, make sure y'all check out that my channel. It's predominantly rap ciphers and whatnot. So be on the lookout while I do try to promote up and coming independent artists and whatnot. And yeah, I do rap ciphers, interviews, premiere their videos and whatnot. So I got a cipher coming up in the next couple of weeks. So be on the lookout for that. I do talk a lot of boxing. You can check me on either Stay Ready Boxing TV, 503 Lion, my guy Supreme Beast Boxing Talk, bullshitting on the Beltway, and of course Friday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern time. My guy the Jab Jamboree. We do boxing night court. You know what I mean? 2 to 3 cases every day, every Friday. You know what I mean? So definitely check me out on there. I'm a sick defender and prosecutor. So yeah, that's what it is. It's your favorite yet your most hated R Filler. Salute to everybody on the panel. Y'all know what it is. Salute to the LDBC, and I'll get on.
My man. Hey, and just to let you know, his mic sounds way better on his show. I don't know what that. It reminds me of like being in church with the preacher, and you know, after they say something, they go, I'm a like your mic was doing something weird right there. But
yeah, I don't know what was popping with that.
Yeah, you definitely have a great setup over there, and I'm on an episode over there, so check that out. And I appreciate you having me over there, getting some bars off, playing a couple videos, the interview. The whole platform is so dope, super professional how you do it, and I love that night court shit. If y'all ain't seen that night court, y'all definitely check it out. My man puts on the robe like a judge. These guys wear their little suits and their little shirts and ties, and they go in there and present a case in front of the boxing community. And it's real dope. Like they bring people in as I was a witness one time. They bring people in for the case, and the prosecutor and the defense. Like shit is dope. So check them out over there. Shout out to my boys, man. All of them over there doing their thing, especially you, Jay Still Supreme, and also my man Ack. Major Key, take us home.
Yeah, bro. First and foremost, I appreciate the fact that you know what I'm saying, I was having some technical issues, and you were willing to bring the platform, the Major Key Monday group over here. You see how they popped up to show the support, you know what I'm saying? They always do, man. I got a loyal fan base, you know what I'm saying? Very, very small fan base, but they're very loyal. They're always here, you know what I mean? So I appreciate all of them, you know what I mean? And then what I got to say is that it was a great discussion. Salute to everybody here. But again, and make sure everybody moves over. Like I said earlier, everybody moves over to Unrivaled Boxing Talk. That way, everybody can show some support. You know what I'm saying? He shaved his eyebrows today. Let's see what else we could convince him to do with a couple, $100 here and there. You know what I'm saying? You never know what we can make Mark do. So hopefully everybody goes and shows some support. Like I said, usually I always have somebody that goes after me on Major Key Mondays. But today, you know what I'm saying, there was no one available, and I automatically thought, like, why not that good cause over there? You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't ask me to do that. I just said, hey, let's do that though. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, man, and it's definitely for a good cause. And I can't express it enough. Thank you again for allowing your audience to come over here and integrate. That's a terrible word, especially when we talk about Black and Hispanics. We're integrating the audience. Why did I say that? Oh my God. Y'all know what I meant though. Major Key Mondays with your boy Marq Nash breaking beats. What can I say? This has been a hell of a show. You can find me every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 10 o'clock to 12. It's been another great episode of Breaking the Beats, where we break down the business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, and pretty much anything else I can squeeze into those letters. Find me on all platforms, streaming music in your phone or streaming some dope content on YouTube. Same name, Marq Nash everywhere. Go to marknash.com, pick up some merch. Remember the slogan, baby. Dreams require sleep. Goals require effort. Go out there and get your goals. It's your boy Marq Nash.
Salute,
see y'all on the next one. If y'all want to hang out real quick backstage, I'll be here. Let me run this outro. I'll see y'all on Wednesday. Peace.
Right, peace, everyone.
This that squad sound.
This is it, man.